Up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. Amen. We are the church, that church that was in the wilderness, before the angel of Yah. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Who is she that looketh forth as the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and terrible as an army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts to see the fruits of the valley, and to see whether the vine flourished and the pomegranates budded. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but
Hey,
behold
how do I get that exclusive off the screen?
Return, return, O Shulamite, return, return, that we may look upon thee. What will he see in the Shulamite? As it were the company of 2 armies. His bride was prepared before him in glory. The people that stood with him was his church, the body of the Mashiyach. They are Christ, his people, Israel. Our villages were pillaged, our women ravaged, our children were sold for wine. It was he that would come for us. Nation was against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa.
All right. Once again, we thank you. Oh, that was a scary moment. I don't know what happened, man. I got a call from my good nephew, him and brother Indigenous black man, letting me know about something about a virus attacking the HPs today. So I lost control of the computer. The mouse wasn't working no matter what I did. So the best thing I could do was shut it down, reboot it. According to them, and it worked. That's all I know. So problem solved, Water Blue nephew. Problem solved. Thanks, Indigenous, for the call. You know what? I'm gonna open up this presentation, man. I'm just gonna open it up. I'm not gonna do what I originally set out to do. We done did that. There's those that believe that Christ is the Most High. They're not gonna change their minds about anything I present any more than I'm gonna change my mind about anything that they present. But I do like to invite any of those out there who want to come on the panel and share some experiences with me. Let's just rap, man. Let's just rap about things, man. Did you see the presentation? that Ashe Assad put on over on HOK. I guess they still over there doing it, but let me say this: to put on a presentation, people that don't do it, it looks easy, but it's not. Even when you think you got it all down pat, it takes a lot of work, of time, and energy to make that presentation flow, to keep it interesting to the people, you know, to maintain the interest of the people. It's a hard task. It's not easy. That's what I'm saying. So from my lips to his ears, Asha, good presentation. That took work. It took effort. Although I disagree, perhaps with almost all of it, because in the way it was presented, I know if it wasn't for Hitchens, a lot about the Anunnaki would not be known. And frankly, when you talk about the Anunnaki, you're talking about aliens, man. And most of you guys don't believe in aliens. Now, I will confirm that Christ very well, he wasn't from this planet. He wasn't from this world. He was from somewhere else. He said it. Wherever he was from, that's where he's at. He ain't here. There's no place but here. Is that true? Well, you see in the opening of my presentation, you see them big, beautiful chariots of the Most High. Them big, beautiful chariots of the Most High. The Bible says the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, and his angels are thousands upon thousands. What do you think it's talking about? Brother, I did not get debunked about Paleo-Hebrew. Paleo-Hebrew is not my creation. Thousands and thousands of Hebrews use Paleo-Hebrew. How can I get debunked on something that's part of history? You might not understand Paleo-Hebrew. I understand it. I can speak it. I can communicate it. Do you know what a language is? Something where about two people, through oral traditions, communicate. I can communicate with another brother through Paleo-Hebrew. How did I get debunked? Utmost. Utmost. What do you mean by utmost? Anyway, utmost of what? Utmost a lunatic? That's right. Hit that like button. Help the algorithm. Breath don't come from the trees. Oxygen comes from the trees. Your breath helps the trees survive. Your breath that you breathe, carbon dioxide, the tree survives. Convert the carbon dioxide to oxygen, which we breathe. But the Most High put the tree there. Who else put the tree there? It didn't grow osmosis. The stars, the moon, the sun. You think these things developed on their own? Or they just happened to appear one day? No. Intelligent design. Somebody put them there. If the sun and moon was in any different place other than where it's at, we would cease to exist. Do you understand that? It is cathedrically placed there for a reason. Morpheus can't debunk nobody. Morpheus don't even know. In Hebrew, the Most High is Yala Awana. Allah Ya Awana. That's the Most High. That's how you say it. Morpheus don't know that. Morpheus think Elohim is the Most High. How's he going to debunk me? Man, you people are ignorant of truth. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying you're ignorant of the truth. You wouldn't know it if it slapped you in the face. Morpheus cannot debunk me. Every scripture he pulled, I debunked him. He doesn't have basic understanding of the Bible. Plus, he lied about having the degree in theology. Doing that, he don't deserve no respect. I would give Ashe more respect than I would give Morpheus. Because Morpheus is a liar. He lied on his credentials. And anybody come up here lying, saying they got a degree and can't prove it, their honor is at stake. The man has no honor. Talking about Morpheus. What was his point today? Talking about Elohim. He didn't know who Elohim was. I showed him who Elohim was. Elohim ain't a god. He's gods. Plural. El is the God. I told them that El wasn't a name. El meant God. What did the blue letter say? Huh? What did the blue letter say? El means God. What is a degree? Something that Morpheus don't have, that he got to lie about. Something that he holds dearly, but he don't have one, so he lied about it. He lied about it. That's all. But I understand. Your moral value is so low. You don't give. You don't care if a guy come up here and lie about credentials. Let him go apply for a job and lie on his application. See what happens. See if he get the job. And y'all so gullible, man. It don't make no. Sometimes I think y'all getting reasonable. You're getting worse. You're getting worse. You're accrediting people for lying, for being a liar. What's the degree? Evidently, you don't have one. If you got to ask me, what's the degree? You don't have one. That's why you asked me that question. Because if you had one, you wouldn't ask that question. What's a degree? Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and put a link in the chat for anybody that want to come up. I know a lot of people are over there with Sonetta right now. So I don't know how much longer they're going to be over there. But I'll just go ahead and put it in there anyway. Okay, what's going on? So, yeah, man, this is an easy thing, man. Hit the likes, y'all. Share the screen. Hit the likes and share the screen. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's get the algorithm up, man. No, that's not true, brother. There are plenty of people out here smarter than other people. Don't believe that. You're my you. I'm still waiting on you, man. About your presentation you want to put on about the Hebrew language. Look, I consider you my brother, whether we disagree or not. If you got a presentation, I would love for you to present it. Okay? This is a platform where you can come and share and do your presentation. All right? Yeah, I thought they were done. Sonetta's rule is don't go beyond 3 hours. So I thought they were going to be done, but they're not. So, but they'll be done soon enough. Xerox machines. Since 28, I think you're about 28 years old. Go sit down in the corner somewhere. Okay? Go on and sit down in the corner somewhere. Xerox machines are smarter than copiers. A Xerox machine is a copy machine. That's what I'm saying, man. Whew. Now the company, Xerox, they work on computers, sure enough. What are you talking about, Sir Dewberry? Don't come up here talking about nobody, man. I'm gonna let you sit down for a while, man. Strike against you, bro. Come up here talking about people, man. Put time out. There you go. Put you on time out, man. Put you on time out. You can't talk about the brother like that, man. Call him a snitch. What's wrong with you, man? Come on. $24 hours. All right, sit down for 24 hours. You don't know nothing about that, man. You calling that man a snitch? Stop it. All right? But look, I apologize, for what happened earlier. With the presentation and how the computer act up. So, I'm here. We're gonna have a open platform. You got any questions? You can hit the link and come on in. We can talk about it. Whatever it is that you want to talk about. All right. Why is God referred to in the Bible as a he? Why is that? Does it really matter? For sure, he's not a it. Not in the Bible. Now, if you want to refer to him as a she, go ahead. Do that. I don't. You got these women out here, they're all upset about it. They want to be known as gods and goddesses. Actually, they'd rather be known as God rather than goddesses. So, hey, what do I know about it? I know the Most High, he's his own. I can show this from paperwork. Let me get this. Let me go in here and get this paperwork and show you what it is. See, talking about I got debunked on Hebrew. Yeah, right. On Paleo Hebrew, I guess I got debunked by Morpheus. Right. Let's read it. Yahweh. Yah equals he. Hawa equals exists. Hawa in Paleo Hebrew means exists, to exist. Strong's 3068. Virtually all translations from Judaism to Christianity use the Lord, all caps, for the Hebrew name of God. See, we're talking about the name of God. El is not the name of God. El means God. It's a title. El describes a deity that other people worship. The pantheon, or those that worship El, mainly were the Canaanites. They worshiped El. Elohim simply means plural, more than one. El is like adding an S. Instead of saying Els, meaning one, more than one, is Elohim. Elohim. That him is like Yam, Y-A-M, in the Paleo Hebrew, that adds More than one. More than one. Now, this website doesn't actually deal with the ancient Hebrew, but I want to see what they say about the Most High name. This is unbelievable, right? It says YHWH. So this is dealing with the Most High's name. It says virtually all translations from Judaism to Christianity uses the Lord, capital L-O-R-D, which is the tetragrammaton, is the name of God. YHWH. The original punctuation of the name can never be determined with complete accuracy. But in the Hebraic thought, it is meaning of a name that is more important than its pronunciation. Now, this is ridiculous. Notice that he said the original pronunciation can never be determined with complete accuracy. That's what he said, right? The original. Right? But watch what he says next. Now, see, this is the point. People don't realize what they're saying when they say it. They say the very same thing that they deny. The very same thing that they're denying is what they're saying. It happened today. The dude, Ashay, announced that L is a name. L is a name, and it's not. 3048, Strong's 3048, L means God. God means power. So L is another power. That's all. Watch. The Hebrew YHWH is a verb, hawa. Hawa, which means to exist. We know this. This is accurate. This is the truth. Hawa means to exist or to be. Or to be. To exist, to be. With the prefix meaning he exists. Therefore, the word YHWH means he exists. Who exists? The Most High God exists. By his own declaration. By his own declaration, he exists. He ain't talking about nobody else. He's talking about himself. Why is he? Why? Yah is he. Yah is he. That's how you say he. Waha is exists. Yahweh. He exists. That is the Most High's name. That's his name. Can't nobody debunk that. That's real ismism. That is the truth. the unadulterated truth. Whether you know that or not. You might not be educated. Most of the people talking about this stuff, they don't know Paleo Hebrew. They don't know Hebrew from their own hat. They don't know Hebrew. I'm studying Hebrew. I'm studying it. Been studying it for 10 years. That's how long it's taking me to get to where I'm at. To the point, yes, I can probably teach a beginning course. A beginning course. Just like you see Reggie and Jabari, Smash Rockwell, just like you see them revealing the nectar noodle, whatever that is, the hieroglyphics. I could do the same thing with Hebrew. Same thing. But you let them tell it, I don't know what I'm doing. But they do. Hey, it's Walter Williams that said the nectar has not been translated. He the one that said that. The late, great Walter Williams, bless his soul. He's the one that said that. Okay? You know, ancient Hebrew PDF. See, I study this. I study this. Look at this. First letter, A. Second letter, Ba. Third letter, Ga. Fourth letter, fifth letter, Da. A, Ba, Ga, Da, fourth letter. Fifth letter, Ha. Sixth letter, Wa. Seventh letter, Za. Eighth letter, Ka. Ninth letter, Ta. 10th letter, Ya. You see that? No yo. No yo. It's Ya. That's what it is. And what is a Ya? It's the arm and the head and the hand. Excuse me. It's the arm and the hand. It makes work, make things. It does things. It can even become a weapon in your hand. Your hand. It's a closed fist for the right hand of power. Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, Ayan. I. That's the ultimate change. I. It's an eyeball. It's your eye. Pa. That's the mouth. Tazah. That's a man on his side. On the side, in the hunt, an adversary laying in wait, being sneaky. Qua, sunset, sunrise, horizon. Ra, evil. Or Ra, now Ra ain't evil. Ra is evil. Ra is the head of man. Top, first, beginning. Ra, Ra'ash. Not Resh, but Ra, Ra'ah. Shah, tooth. eat, to press, to double, to destroy. Tha. Across sticks. The end, a sign to write. It's a monument. It established the mark. That's why they say X, the mark. Make an X. That's your mark. It's tilted on the side. Originally, it was straight up and down, like the cross. You know, I'm not making this up. These are the alphabets. This is the modern. See, this is the Aleph. That's what the Aleph looked like. That's what the Beit looked like. That's what the Gamal looked like, Gamil. See? That's what the door, the Da, looks like. Hey, this is easy work, man. It's easy work. This here is your pronouns. How to say a pronoun? That's an that's a na, and that's a ya. Anaya. 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 Anaya is I, ya, me. Tha is you. All right? He. He. She. Yaha. Yaha. She. He. Ya'a. See? Easy. It's not hard, man. But it does take time. It does take time. So, get serious. One day I'll have a class and you can join in. You know? I see ain't nobody came up here. What's up, man? Y'all don't want a fellowship today? Huh? I'm telling you, man, I'm not going to be up here too much. I didn't share that? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was sharing it. Thanks, man. Let me go back over it because I really thought I was sharing it. I'm sharing it now, though, right? Let me go back since y'all didn't see it. This is what I was sharing. Okay? Pure Hebrew letters. This is the numerical value of the letter. This here is the Assyrian script, which is modern Hebrew letters. It's Assyrian, really. The picture and what the picture means, and then the meaning. The first letter is like an A on the side. It's pronounced A-H, ah. And instead of the modern, being pronounced Aleph, Aleph. This is pronounced Alap in the Paleo Hebrew. Don't be upset because it changed. These alphabet letters are over 4,000 years old. They're over 4,000 years old. A lot of languages. Do you think modern Greek is the same as Koine Greek or ancient Greek? No. Just like Old English is not modern English. Just like Latin, which is a derivative of Spanish, they're different. They're not the same. Latin is before Spanish.
Radio routine.
Alexa, be quiet.
Welcome to TuneIn.
Alexa, be quiet. You understand? Same as Hebrew, or what we call Hebrew. This word here, ba, B-A, ba. This is your ba. It's a tent or living quarters, a house. That's what it represents. That's here, a house or tent. And the meaning is family within. Family within. The gate is here at the opening. The family is in this little closed part where they're protected. The men sit at the gate entrance. At this entrance, there will be a da, which is a door. Tent door, a tent door that swings in and out. And beside this door, the men would sit in a row of security for protection. Now, this word for tent or house is bayath. Bayath. B-A-R-Y-A-T-H. Bayath means house, indwelling, tent. It also represents the house of God, the Ba-Yath. You see the word Ba? Ba is son. Bar is son. Ban is also son, but Ban also means son of. Son of. In terms of son of, you say Ban. But in just saying a son, you say Ba. A Ba is created by the word Abba. Abba is father. Abba is father. Another way of saying I, God, is simply I. Now, the English word for Abraham's great-great-grandfather, once you translate it into English, is Eber. Eber. But Eber is E-B-E-R. There is no E in the Paleo language. As you can see, no E letter. Where is it? It's not here. There's no way of creating an E letter. It don't exist. There's an I right here, an I letter. Okay? I can't get it all highlighted. But that's an I. To see, to perceive, to pay attention. So when I say Abba, I'm saying Eber. I'm saying Eber, Abba. When I say Yah, I'm talking about within. That's the family that's in the Bayath, the house. That's Hebrew. That's where the word Hebrew comes from. Abayath. Now, I'm sorry. If folk don't know, they don't know. And if they're going to debunk it, they got to show evidence to debunk it. They just can't say that out of their mouth. No, we're not going to show me where I'm wrong. Because I can show you that I'm right. You show me that I'm wrong. You know, it's time to put the children to bed, man. For the grown-ups to step up and act like grown folk. Stop whining like a bunch of little kids. Act like you know so much, because you don't know nothing. Coming up here talking about the Anunnaki. You don't know nothing. If it wasn't for Sitchin, you wouldn't know nothing about the Anunnaki. And second of all, it wasn't Enki that started the flood. It was Enlil. Enki was a friend, according to the story, to man. It was Enlil that was upset and wanted to destroy man. Enlil, who many say was the serpent or the reptile that was in the garden. Enlil, not Enki. Enki was the one that told Noah to build a boat. And Enlil got upset because Enlil wanted to destroy everybody. That's the way that story go. You can't even get that right doing your presentation, Ashe. You can't even get that right. Talking about Enki sent the flood. No, Enlil sent the flood. Enki was the water god, yeah, but Enlil sent the flood. Read up on your story. And talking about in Enki, in Enlil, what you gonna say now? In Anu? Because Anu was Enki daddy and Enlil's daddy. Anu. In the Bible, they are mentioned as Anak, the sons of Anak. Anak, they were giants, the sons of Anak. I wish you knew something, man. Because we can have a hell of a conversation. But you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Brother, come on, you cook me? Nigga, you mess around with me, I'll burn you up in your kitchen. Burn it down. I will burn it down to the ground. Talking about you cooking? Nigga, you can't cook. You good with ad homs. You good with ad homs. We see that. Soon as somebody say something about your presentation, you got all hurt. Start calling names. But when you present something like that, you should expect feedback, man. Feedback shouldn't bother you. You should expect it. That lame presentation. Matter of fact, it was an elementary presentation. Very elementary. You ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing that you can't watch on a YouTube video. Because that's where you got it from. A YouTube video. Because when Suntan talked about how he's tired of hearing things from a white man reframing it, you sure didn't tell him about Sitchin, who's a white man. You didn't say nothing about Sitchin. And Tiamat, according to this narrative, used to exist. But it hit an Earth-like planet. It hit an Earth-like planet and created the Earth. You don't know what you're talking about. Talking about Enlil and Enki and you stop it, man. You got L wrong. L is not a personal name.
Hey, Apostle.
Morpheus. Yes, sir.
I came in the back, so whenever I get too crazy, you could put me in the back, all right? Let you get the feeling of putting people in the back.
I don't need to put you in the back, man.
In the back. But anyway, man, you, Elder Yara, I see Elder Yara, Yerm Yahoo, my brother Kassad. Y'all gotta really step your game up, man. You know, because this is really getting old now. There's no getting out of this. Put that book down, get into real knowledge, brother, and people will take you serious. Right now, people ain't taking y'all serious. You see, Yara was scared to death to come on the show today. He was in the goddamn the chat all day. He ain't put his nose up in there at all and get it chopped off. You know, he's smart in that sense. But y'all gotta stop this, man. It's time to evolve now, man, and elevate, brother. Because the word abaya, you've been saying abaya. Brother, don't you know abaya? Huh?
I said abaya.
Yeah, don't you know abaya? That's an Arabic word, brother. That's it's not even Hebrew.
No, you're wrong.
The root is Arabic, brother. The root of the word abaya, it goes all the way back to Arab, to the Arabic language.
You don't know what you're talking about, son.
And what happened to you right now? I'm going to show it to you. But the Hebrews adopted it, brother. That's all you
No. Absolutely not. And I'm going to show it to you. That you don't know what you're talking about. Period. Just stick around. Stay there because I'll show you where it comes from. Quick and easy. I'll show you where it comes from. Very quick and easy.
There you go.
Let me put this there first. And let me go in here and pull up my presentation. Truth of Scripture. Let me see if this is
Here's my brother, man. I knew I'd get his ass up here. Yeah.
Hey, peace and blessings, man. Shout out to you, Apostle. Shout out to you, Sonetta. Hey, just real quick, because I don't want to interrupt Apostle Bill because he's doing an amazing job. Hey, that last statement you made, man, that's the one. You got to step our game up. Any one of them brothers, man, you just named, them super clowns you just had over there talking earlier, man, they don't know what the hell they talking about.
Why you ain't coming now? You want to come
Because no, listen, there's no reason to address them. Kasai did everything that needed to be done. Apostle did Apostle did everything that needed to be done. Easy Bands did everything that needed to be done over there from when I was watching.
That's for sure.
There was no reason for me to come up there just so they can get hyped as if they doing something, because I'm responding to their foolishness. Kasai destroyed this in his debate with Asar M. Ka. I don't know why y'all keep trying to, I don't know why you keep trying to rewind that as if that's not the facts. This has been put to bed already, bro. For you to say we need to step our game up, that's an insult. They're not ready. Morpheus cannot read. It's either that or he's a liar. And I don't want to call the brother a liar, but he can't read. What he did not do when he brought up Marcus, he tried to challenge Marcus' source in regards to L and from Marcus S. Smith, and then brought up the other one, his other source. See, this is what Mark S. Smith said. You know what he didn't do? Read the entire work. Because at the conclusion of the entire work, it says exactly what Marcus said. What is wrong with you people, man? The problem is that you got guys, man, who will not accept the truth because they hate the Most High so much, they'll lie to their own children. That's an evil nigga. That's an evil nigga. They'll lie to their mother. That's evil, dog. That's the kind of niggas that's was talking over there.
Can I speak real quick?
I'm out. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. I'm good.
Let me see. Let me say something real quick.
I'm gonna get with you though, Si. I've been under the weather, but that's why I'm gonna get with you.
Yeah, I pray for you, man.
Hey, Apostle, let me share my screen real quick.
Okay, hold on. I was pulling something up for I'm gonna let you share. I just want to show this to Sonetta.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you share.
We about to address that.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna let nobody come up here like
you know what you be doing. You know what you be doing.
Yeah. This is the one I want. So how can I share it? Let me see. Where's my stuff at? Okay, so I'm gonna click here, click Windows, and come in here and get this one. All right. Let me know. It'll be up in a minute. Unless I got to go back. Let me see if I got to go back and share it again. Because usually that's what happens. Where is it? Okay, right here. Add it to the stage. I'm going to blow it up so I can see it.
I can see it, Apostle.
All right. This is the word Barashith, the word in the beginning. Barashith. That's how they spell it in the Aramaic and in the modern, Berrshit. But in that word Barashith.
Hold up, listen to what you just said. You just cut yourself. You see, you said that's how they spell it in the Arabic, and that's how they.
No, I said Aramaic.
Why you don't let me finish? No, Apostle, let me finish making my statement. You said this is how they spell it in the Arabic, and this is how they spell it now in the modern. So I told you the root of the word, it comes from Arab, from the Arabs.
You just You just misspoken. I didn't say nothing about Arabic. I said Aramaic.
Right.
I said Aramaic.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I said Aramaic,
All right.
which is a form of Hebrew that we got in Babylon.
That you adopted from the Arab.
No, when you go in, just like we went into slavery here in America, we picked up English. Whenever you go in slavery, you pick up another language. So when we went into Babylon in 606 BC, we picked up Aramaic. Aramaic, not Arabic. Aramaic. Now, in the Bible, everybody knows it says Bereshit in the modern, in the Aramaic. We call it Barashaf. Barashaf. The word Shayaf is in it. Because this is talking about the house of the Most High. It's right here in the first word in the Bayath is the word for house. Bayath. The word for Ra is Rosh. The word for the A
I said
is
Abaya. That's what I said. Abaya. Why?
So is the La. The next word is Shah. The next word is Yah. The next word is Ta. And it's letting you know Bayat is the house of God. Rosh, the head, God, where the son, Ba, is coming from. And he's going to suffer on the cross, Shah, by his own hand, Yah, on the cross, Fa. So all of y'all don't know what you're talking about. I just showed and proved. Abayath is God in his own house, or the house of God, or the house of prayer. What is the house of prayer, Kasai?
My bad.
What is the house of bread?
The house of bread.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they call it in the modern Hebrew.
Bethlehem.
Yeah, Bethlehem. The word Bayath is even in that. It's in there. So you don't know what you're talking about. I have broken this down 100 times. Check out Humble, Asad, and see if that's Humble. Okay, Asad, you can go. I understand. I just wanted to show him the Ba, the Rosh, the Alap, the Shah, the Yad, and the Tha. That's the first word in Genesis, in the beginning. And it explains, in the house of God, the son shall go through destruction by his own hand on a cross. That's what that explains. Go ahead.
Sorry,
You got it up here already?
Did you want to respond to Apostle real quick or no? Sorry.
I don't get it yet because he can't respond. You want this on the stage? What you showing?
Yeah, share the screen. Share the screen. You see what's on the screen, right?
Yeah, I can't see it. It's small.
I'm gonna make it bigger. I just wanted to make sure that y'all can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hey, Sa, I need you to pay attention, brother. Is you listening? Is you paying attention? You with me, Sa?
Sa, you know this guy down here? Humble?
Yeah, he's with the bomb squad.
Okay.
You had him on here before on your show?
Yeah, Yeah, I see him now. Yeah, I recognize.
All right, so you paying attention? You listening?
Brother, I'm listening. I ain't paying attention to that nonsense, but go ahead.
Right,
That's
right.
right. You
And
don't know.
this is you're not paying attention because, and this is
But
why,
I done heard it. I done heard it all. I heard it all already.
and this is why
Yeah.
supposedly all the Israelites lose.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna pay attention. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You sat here and dropped bomb. You sat here and said Morpheus said I did not show the primary. Stop. I showed. This is exactly what I showed. This is the Ugaritic biocycle by Mark Smith. What is this right here in the upper corner? What is this? This is the primary. This is what found in the Ugaritic text. So he lied. He said I did not show the primary. He lied. This here is the commentary about the text. This here is the actual primary Ugaritic text. So why you dropped the bomb for him, but you didn't call him out on his lie? See, it's the thing. Y'all, they don't like me because I call all
Yes,
I call every single body out on a fake scholarship in their lies. That's why I'm not like. That's why, and I'm gonna stand.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm listening.
And I'm gonna stand on the Bible and I'm gonna stand on the scriptures. Right? It seems like Hebrew showing sources mean let's talk time. That's what it seems like to me. The Hebrew that shows sources and combat their information with sources, not just biblical scriptures, that's the Hebrew that don't get no talk time. You let Ankh and them go back and forth behind each other instead of letting me respond to them when they're constantly calling my name and challenging me.
Because you was a baby on that platform. You can't deal with what they was talking about, brother.
I'm the
You
baby,
don't know how to
but
come
nobody
outside of the Bible,
asked
brother.
sources.
You can't come out of the Bible and deal with real knowledge, brother.
But
They was dealing with something else, totally different.
I'm talking about before Aunt came in. You let Morpheus go, this brother go, all them called my name, and then Aunt came in and they start going, and you let them go back and forth. You ain't let me go back and forth with them. You gotta let me start calling them out right there.
I was trying to help you by doing that, brother. I was trying to help you.
No, you
can I ask a question, sir?
You can.
No, you got to ask Apostle. What's this show?
You can.
Okay.
It's my turn.
I just got to hear Apostle. What you breaking down, Apostle?
It's my turn to talk right now. You can go after, bro. Appreciate you. So, and like they said, it's emotion. No, I'm zealous. I stand on what this is. I stand on the true scholarship behind this biblical text.
Can I ask you a question, brother?
No, you can stop interrupting. Cause y'all got to go last. This was y'all show. He let y'all talk over there. It's my turn to talk.
Go ahead.
So then we brought up the Mark Smith thing. None of them actually addressed the point. They all start talking about Mark Smith's hypothesis. We know his hypothesis. We know he says Yahweh comes from out of the Canaanite pantheon. He was originally a son. We know that. No one is addressing what he said about Deuteronomy 32. The conclusion that he's coming to is not based off the biblical text. Nobody addressed that. Nobody addressed that. You know what he kept talking about? Oh, well, Mark Smith, he don't believe. We know what he believes. What he's admitting that for him to get this conclusion about Deuteronomy 32, he's going outside of the biblical text for that. It's inconsistent. And I also read another source, Michael Heiser, who said it is inconsistent in the biblical text. Apostle, I need you to share my screen. Because I think you actually was the one that I was ready to call out after. My screen sharing?
Yeah.
So right here, in Mark Smith's work, God in Translation, he tells you that for him to get this understanding, he has to go outside of the biblical context. He literally admits that in the Bible, El and Elyon are seen as simply two of Yahweh's titles, and that's the way that the composer of Deuteronomy 32 thought it was. We don't care what the Ugaritic text says. This is about the Bible. It's about the biblical author thought. Mark Smith is admitting that the biblical author thought of El and Elyon as his titles and that the whole verse is in reference to Yahweh. Nobody addressed this. They start talking about his hypothesis. We know his hypothesis. Address Deuteronomy 32 exactly. That's what the point is, and none of them did that. Let's go to another source. None of them addressed this part either. And I think he was the brother I think it was the other dude. It might have been him, but it might have been other dude. And notice, this isn't biblical text. It's some of it is referencing to the biblical text. These are all sources, bro. You keep talking about some Asaram Ka. That man, we went on a playback, bro. I pulled up a scholar source. His response was a picture. We caught him on several different lies, and he admitted out his own mouth that Yahweh was in a Ugaritic text, but somehow he won. Make that make sense. This is the only debate platform where the nigga is Egyptian and he admit he's wrong, and then you still say the Israelite lose. Make that make sense. Right, this is here, right here. I wanted to pull this up because this is exactly, and it's on the Dead Sea Scrolls. This isn't about the Masoretic text. So you mentioned it, the Dead Sea
I don't
Scrolls.
know if you know. I'm actually reading this, bro.
You don't have to interrupt. You interrupt. You can be quiet. This is on the Dead Sea Scrolls.
I don't know why I'm such a
Right, it says this. And none of them address this part either. Fifth, separating El and Yahweh in Deuteronomy 32, 8 and 9 is eternally inconsistent within Deuteronomy 32 and Deuteronomy at large.
Okay.
It's not only inconsistent with Deuteronomy, but it's inconsistent with the Bible.
You want to call me when you're done?
No one is addressing it in its biblical content. No one is addressing it in its cultural context. Right? It says this. Last but not least, the importance, the idea of Yahweh receiving Israel as his allotted nation from his father El is internally inconsistent in Deuteronomy. So it's not just my source here, the biblical source saying this. It's not just Mark Smith saying that. Michael Hyder is also saying it. Deuteronomy 4 and 19 through 20, a passage recognized by all who comment on these issues as an explicit parallel verse to Deuteronomy 32, 8 and 9. The text informs us that it was Yahweh who allotted the nations to the host of heavens and who took Israel as his own inheritance. Deuteronomy 9:26, verse also 29 and 25. Neither the verb forms nor the ideas are passive. Israel was not given to Yahweh by El. This is not play. This is scholarship, bro. Stop sleeping on us. Stop sleeping on me. This is the mic drop. What are we talking about at this point? It's not based on any primary evidence. It's not based on any text. It's not based on true scholarship. It is a hypothesis that is incorrect. Right? And on top of this, I got even, like, bro, I have more that I haven't even went into. I can go into Otto Esfeld. All of these sources, and you playing with me, Sa. Don't do that. I'm not new to this. I am true to this. It's a difference, bro. And like I said, I also tore off King J-Head on this, right? And they keep on talking about Baal and Yahweh's merge. I wanted to get the one brother on, the light-skinned brother with the dress he was telling me to go at. I wanted to respond to him because he keeps saying Baal and Yahweh's merged, but we don't see it in the text. He tried to say there's some type of synchronism in Psalms. Why would we go into when we see Elijah is challenging Baal? He's saying they're two different deities. That's after Psalms. We can go into Exodus before Psalms and see Yahweh was telling them, do not worship these gods in Canaan. If he is synchronized with these entities, how are they constantly separated and how are they constantly opposing each other? I'm done, man. You knew not to let me talk again. You knew not to let me talk. You knew to let them boys have a floor and keep the Hebrews on ice.
Can I go with Apostle? Can I get a response?
Go ahead, brother, because Apostle ain't listening.
So the brother really fast. I just want to show it up because I did it even on the video, right? Where, like I said before, I try not to do this often because over on my platform, this is how we real time fact check.
BBA.
Right? Hold on, let me get this picture really fast.
AH.
So the part where I wanted the brother to read and he was reluctant to read, right? talks about this polytheistic tradition, right, that's carried down through all of these cultures, so to speak, right? And it talks about how it wasn't until they was compiling the Bible until they tried to put this in a monotheistic framework. But originally, it was in a polytheistic framework because we know these people worship El. We know the history, the real history of the Yahwist and the Elohist. We know there was a group of people that worship Yah. We know there was a group of people that worship
The
El.
word ABBA
So
space
when we
YAA.
go to Deuteronomy,
Is that an Arabic word or is that a Hebrew word?
I'm waiting on you to show a source, bro. Ain't no source for no Elohist or no Yahwist, bro. There ain't no documentary hypothesis. Show a primary. My bad, Sal. My bad. I ain't know. My bad, Sal.
No, it ain't come out. It ain't come out.
I'm gonna say I didn't hear nothing. That's why I start talking.
Yeah.
I want a primary.
Sorry, no, I didn't even know I was off mute. Go ahead, young brother. Finish. My bad, man.
Hold on,
I'm looking for this. I'm looking for
this screenshot I took real fast. Here it is, right here. All right. So hold on, no, it ain't. Hold on 1 second. I got you. I'm looking for this screenshot I took.
You said Elohist and Yahwist. I need a primary.
You need a primary for the Elohist and Yahwist?
I need a primary.
When the people went into when the Babylonians hold on, let me ask you a question, brother. You just didn't want me to interrupt you, but now you interrupted me.
When I'm not doing foolishness.
Hold on. Come on, bro. Let me ask you a question. When the Babylonians went into Israel and took over and they came back, what were those people called?
Has nothing to do with what I asked you about.
What were those people called?
I'm talking about. Show me
because that's before. Hold on.
The Yahwist and the Elohist. Show a primary source.
I got you.
Show a biblical text that only has Yahweh or only has El. Thank you. I don't want to see no hypothesis. I want to see primary. What are these guys talking about, bro? He wants to sit here and flim-flam. Show a primary where there is only a Elohist or a Yahwist text. Because I will pull up the scholar right now that tells you there is no primary for that. Stop playing with me.
That's because they was put into I guarantee you can't pull up a primary, right? You won't pull up a primary that states how they were different when El and Yahweh were worshipped differently.
El and Yahweh worship differently.
See, that's what. Hold on, time out. See, that's what these brothers keep trying to run a flim-flam, side. What they're not trying to acknowledge in actual history, what we can see is where these two groups of people worship two different deities, right? And then the northern people came down to the south and they merged their cultures and traditions. This is how Yahweh and El became the same deity. See, he won't acknowledge that.
You're making it up.
That's historical. So the Babylonian exile is something made up.
I need a primary.
So the Babylonian exile is something made up.
500 BCE. What are we talking about?
The Babylonian, bro. Now you see he talking over me. Is the Babylonian exile something made up, or is that historical?
The Babylonian. Can I talk now? Can I talk now? Yes or no?
Go ahead.
The Babylonian exile is when 500 BCE. That's not what we're talking about. We want a primary for the Elohist and the Yahwist, sir. I'm not playing with you. Show a primary. Anything else that you're going to ask, we're not listening to until you admit there is no documentary hypothesis. All of that flim-flam was, I don't have a primary, so I'm just going to keep telling you this hypothesis, and I'm going to keep going with it, making it up. I'm going to draw this whole conclusion off this. I'm going to say this, draw this primary. You know what? It's cool. I know you ain't got the primary. Here, let me play a scholar while you talking. While you want to play games, let me show a primary from a scholar. Let me show a scholar what he says about the documentary hypothesis. I'm gonna tell y'all what the truth is about the documentary hypothesis. We not finna keep playing with dude. Listen, bro. The word El in Hebrew is the word God. It is not the name of the Canaanite deity. Stop playing with me. There are several cultures where El do not exist. You know what? Hey.
Are the Israelites not Canaanites?
Bro. You just
cut yourself. Are the Israelites not Canaanites?
No, the Israelites are not Canaanites, and we not.
So why are they worshiping a Canaanite god if the Israelites are not Canaanites?
We're not finna move off the
topic. Why are they worshiping a Canaanite god if the Israelites are not
Canaanites?
Canaanites?
Hold up for a minute, y'all. Hold up, because I'm getting ready to get out of here. Let me say this right quick. When the apostle keep running to us talking about Abaya, you know, that's an Arabic root word. And let's go to it. Here we go. Is the word Abaya, Abbayah. Is that a Hebrew word or is that an Arabic word? Is the root of the word Arabic?
Abaya is an Arabic word. The word originates from the Arabic abba or abaya, which means cloak or robe. It is not a Hebrew word, though the garment itself is similar to traditional robes mentioned throughout ancient Middle Eastern history. Would you like to know about the different styles of abayas or their cultural history?
Yes.
Yes, abaya is an Arabic word. The root is the Arabic aba, or abaya, meaning cloak. Its origin traces back to the Arabian Peninsula,
and
where
the
it was
Hebrews
traditionally
adopted
used
it.
for protection
the Hebrews
from the desert
came
climate
over
and to symbolize modesty. Popular
you.
styles. Classic. A simple, closed black robe, open front, worn like a duster or long cardigan over other clothes.
Am I right, Brother La?
Inspired by Japanese
You know
robes
Arabic.
with wide flowing sleeves. Bisht.
Brother La, am I right? You know Arabic. Abaya. That is the root of the word Abaya is Arab. It comes from the Arab, but the Hebrews adopted it. They just adopted the word. I'm looking at it right here. Look. And I spelled it out. So what Apostle is going to do, y'all, is he's going to look for Hebrew and try to clean that up with the Hebrew. But it don't matter, man. It all comes. Yeah, you can show that, Apostle. You can do all that all you want. You can do all that all you want. It all comes from the Arabs, the Arab root. The root of the word is from the Arab, brother. So what? You got to unmute, Apostle.
Your mic
unmute yourself.
Your mic is muted, Apostle.
You have to unmute yourself, brother.
You misspelled word. I never said Abaya. That's y'all. I say Abaya. Abaya. Word.
Oh, man.
You did that.
How you spell it? How you spell it, Apostle?
Do what you want. This word right here means house. The word Baya means
how you spell Abaya? How you spell Abaya?
Just like it's spelled on the book.
Where at? Which one?
Here, I-B-A-R-Y-A-T-H. Y-A-T-H. That's how you spell the word.
Yeah, how you pronounce the word?
Abayath.
Abayath.
Abayath. T-H on the end. Not Abaya like you do. That's made of y'all. Y'all be making fun of me doing that. I spell the word Abaya. That's the same thing as the word Ba. You told me in Egyptian that means soul, but it don't mean so in Hebrew. Two different words. That's the abbreviation for the word house or the word tent. Ba. Ba. It has nothing. Come on, sir. You're wrong. I don't want to call you ignorant, but you are misspelling a word to get the results you want. Two different words. This is a whole book on the Abayath. You can't do nothing with this book. The Lord's Prayer, you can't do nothing with that. You can't do nothing with it.
Number one, that's a word you made up. That's not even a goddamn word, man. Come on, man. I spelled it out. I spelled it out right here.
Spelled it out wrong.
No, I just did it again. I just did it again. And man, it ain't no damn word. That's something y'all made up, man.
Oh, man, ain't a word. First it was in there.
No, I was going by Abaya. That's what you always say.
First it was an Arabic word, but now it's not a word.
No, the word I spelled ABBA space YAH. Abaya. That's Abaya.
Yeah, but this is not Abaya. This is Abayah.
And that's not even a word.
It is a word.
No, it's not, man.
You see it in the book. I can show it to you. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's in the book. It's in the book that y'all made up.
Ain't nobody make this up, man.
Let me see. Let me Google this thing.
You just as crazy as the rest of these guys, man.
Let me Google this thing and see what I find.
You just as crazy as the rest of these guys. Where it is house? Where's house? I'm gonna show you. House or tent, and it's gonna show you how I spell.
Yo, that's not Arabic. I mean, that's not what the hell? Apostle. That right there, that word you're showing the people, it only means focus on teaching ancient Phoenician Paleo Hebrew language.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking
right here.
Abaya.
It says it right here.
You said that the word Phoenician. No, can I talk without you going over me?
Phoenician.
I need to talk without you talking over me. When I talk, you talk over me. Brother, when I talk, you talk over me. You talk over me when I talk.
Brother, I'm gonna mute you because what you doing is talking over me. Just like I said, this right here.
Once you stopped talking, I started talking, and then you came in over me.
No, brother, because I told you. What does it say? Ancient Phoenician Paleo. So you ain't getting nothing over me.
But what I'm saying is you said that the word Abaya means father.
I didn't say Abba.
God.
That means father.
What?
Abba. Abba means father.
Yeah.
A-B-B-A. Abba. That means father.
So why you always say Abaya? Abaya.
I don't say Abaya. Y'all say that. I say Abaya. I don't be saying Abaya. That's y'all.
But guess what? But guess
what? Other people trying to make fun.
You keep talking about the ancient Phoenician Paleo Hebrew. There is no Paleo Hebrew, bro.
There are crazy. I got a whole alphabet full of it.
No, it's not, brother. You forgot Morpheus beat you up on that already?
Morpheus didn't beat me up on that. I killed him.
Bible and Paleo Hebrew.
I killed him today with his scripture.
I challenge you right now to show me a Bible in Paleo Hebrew. Because you always talk about
it. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You
can't. You tried to lie to us before, and you can't show it.
I apologize for that, son.
Thank you, man. All right.
I apologize for that. I don't know why
your word. You admitting it.
But I said what I told Morpheus, and they are working on the book right now. The book right now is being worked on. That's why.
And it's going to be all mistranslated. There you go.
Don't interrupt me, man. Don't do that. This is my show. That's why I asked him what was the date. Now listen, Morpheus came on your channel because I used the blue letter, saying it was outdated. Why he's using the blue letter? The blue letter is 30 years old. And what did he use today? The blue letter. The blue letter. He that boy don't realize from one day to the next. One day he talking about it, and the next day he's using it. And so he used the blue letter, and he tried to show what talk about Elohim, and he never showed what it meant. And I showed it. Showed that he was wrong.
All right, Apostle.
Based on the blue letter that he pulled up.
All right, Apostle. That's what I mean. You don't know when to stop, man. All right, all right.
Because when you thought Morpheus done so much to me, which he didn't, now you want to stop.
All right, let me ask you, Apostle.
I made Morpheus look like a fool.
All right, let me ask you, Apostle. Brother Lai, you want to say something first?
Yes, peace and blessings to all you brothers that's on the panel.
Hey,
As well
brother,
as
go ahead.
your What I was going to say is Abaya. There is nothing in Paleo Hebrew saying for Abaya. It's an Arabic loan, as you said.
Thank you.
What it basically is a cloak that goes under the hijab for sisters, for Muslim sisters.
Yes, yes, it does.
Well, I don't have a problem with that. Because I wasn't talking about no Abaya. I don't have a problem with that.
All right, Apostle, the question I have for you is there a Bible with Paleo Hebrew from cover to cover?
No.
Thank you, brother.
No.
So why are
There
you
are Bibles with some Paleo Hebrew.
why are you teaching that?
Yeah, I said there are Bibles that got Paleo Hebrew in it.
No. Stop. Is there a Bible that have the full Paleo Hebrew story? Not no parts of it and then
It's no full story. It's an alphabet, son.
pieces ripped. No, you can't read a Bible in Paleo Hebrew. No,
All you gotta do is translate it.
no, you can't. Apostle, man.
All you gotta do is translate it.
So you telling me I'm gonna ask you this again, and then you're gonna end up apologizing again. I'm gonna ask you again when you sit back on it and look at yourself. Is there a Bible where you could take me to Genesis 1, the book of Genesis, and read it in Paleo Hebrew? Is there a such thing?
And go where?
Just read it. Is there a book in Paleo Hebrew that you could read the book of Genesis in Paleo Hebrew?
Yes.
Show it. Show it.
All right, hold on.
God damn it. I don't believe
it. Ain't no problem. We know you see Genesis now.
Yeah. Yeah, I said Genesis.
Yeah, remember that.
I don't want to see English next to it. I want to see all Paleo. Because that's what you tried to do. And it looked like you're getting ready to do it again, brother. And you get ready to do it again. And you're going to make another apology. Because if there's a Bible, see, somebody said don't do it. If there's a Bible in Paleo Hebrew, how come you reading King James?
Ooh, mic drop.
Because that's what's available to me.
No. So you can't get a Paleo Hebrew?
Just let me go for it.
Yeah, he didn't mean that.
Yeah, he's going to make a short out of that one.
Wow.
How come no Hebrews have the Paleo Hebrew Bible?
Because it doesn't exist.
I said the book of Genesis,
man.
Did I not say the book of Genesis? Did you not say the book of Genesis? Did you not say the book of Genesis?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, and while nobody's talking, how come nobody out of the Hebrew community has never, or any community on the SciNet, I never heard y'all use the word HALOT. You know what that is? Anybody?
What that is?
The halot. When people say the halot, what halot means? The halot is the authoritative Hebrew lexicon used to define biblical Hebrew words as they appear in the Hebrew Bible Tanakh. That's better than the blue letter.
You done taught Apostle something just now.
I didn't hear what he said.
And me. You taught me something just now.
Look it up, Si. HALOT. Ask chat.
Hold up. HOLAT.
No, HALOT. And then ask, what is it to the Hebrew Israelites?
Okay.
Man, where is my book, Hebrew history?
Apostle, just stop, man. There's no goddamn Paleo Hebrew.
I ain't got to stop because I know I got it written in.
Hey, man, will you tell them that there's no Paleo Hebrew, brother?
I said I got the book of Genesis. Stop, man.
Will you tell them, Kassad?
Let me just say this though, sir. There is manuscripts that have been found in Paleo Hebrew.
That's not what I said, brother. I don't care. I don't care about that. Yeah, those are broken off words, man. They don't exist.
You know
no
what a
more.
manuscript is?
What is a manuscript, brother?
The manuscript is basically primary evidence.
Exactly.
Right? It's basically primary evidence of the writings that were written in Paleo Hebrew. So they
Yeah,
found.
but you can't find that. What I'm saying is, there's no book, a complete book on that.
Yeah,
That
because
don't exist.
by the time all those books, by the time all these separate books were compiled into a
Hey, Neil Spite, ask if the Paleo Hebrew exists in the Bible form.
I just want to explain something to you right quick, man. By the time these books were compiled into the Torah, by that time they were using better understood version of Hebrew. They weren't using Paleo Hebrew. Now I'll give you this: with Paleo Hebrew, if we were reading it right now, we'd be able to make out what the Bible is saying. So that's why we don't use Paleo Hebrew, because it doesn't have any vowels. It doesn't have any grammar to it. So we're able to understand it properly in today's context by adding vowels, dots, etc., etc.
Okay, short answer, no. There is no complete Paleo Hebrew Bible preserved as a single bound book. But yes, Paleo Hebrew biblical text absolutely exists. Text.
And
But
well, that's what we're talking about.
I just
There's
posted
no
the link.
complete book. But I do have the book of Genesis written in Paleo Hebrew.
See how you jumped in and don't let it finish? Let it finish.
No. What I said.
I'm just saying. Let me finish. He said that you could be saying, and Moses walked down to and you don't know what it is, and ain't nothing there, and you fill it in with.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not. That's it. See, that's
not what's going on here.
See, that's false. What y'all just did, right? I actually posted the link to the Paleo Hebrew Bible scripture in the chat, in the back chat. I just posted the link. Pull it up and y'all can look at it. Have a good evening.
No, hold up, Sage. Did you why haven't you brought up the word harlot before? I know you very well versed. Do you know what the
because that's not a lexicon I choose to use. It doesn't really matter.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a lexicon. It's not
that's
nothing
that's
is. Like
right. But I'd heard that you want the purest, and if they said this for Hebrew Old Testament, the Strongs, Browns, Drivers, none of them can mess with the harlot.
Well, they actually all pull from the harlot. That's why it's really not that important. They all pull from it.
So why we ain't even heard that in the Hebrew, the word harlot? Damn.
Because y'all we wouldn't really matter to any of y'all that don't study the Hebrew.
That's the pure though. We would at least get a better understanding.
No, you wouldn't.
I do not see the link.
It's in the chat. It's in the comments.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat in the back.
Okay. I understand how frustrating it is when a news app shows a headline.
Kasai, are you familiar with the harlot?
And see the
all right.
Oh yeah, the thing of it is, all of the Bible that we have, only portions of it was written in the Paleo Hebrew, but you see Paleo Hebrew still spoken in terms used that go back directly to the Paleo Hebrew within it. The problem is that y'all fighting over, and this is why I don't understand even people in Israelites. This ain't even got nothing to do with anybody else. I'm just talking about Israelites, especially in this community. They're fighting over whether or not the dialect that Apostle uses versus the dialect that other brothers uses, whether it's valid or not. If Apostle reads to me in the Abaya, and I hear someone else read it to me in the Masoretic text, or somebody read it to me out of the Yiddish, which is a German dialect that no Hebrew Israelite wants to admit to dealing with at all, it pretty much says the same exact thing in context. So what is your fight about? See, this is childish ignorance and an appeal to an appeal to etymology. That's a logical fallacy. If you look in, if you go into the Aramaic is still not actual. It's what evolved. It's what evolved as Hebrew, right? When the older language Hebrew fell out of use as much, but it still was not rewritten or redone. I've heard some fake people come on before and say, you know what, the Yiddish is just it's a made up language. They just created that because the old Hebrew language was dead. No, it was never dead. They tell you that. It's just a German dialect of the old Paleo or the old Hebrew
Got it.
or the older Hebrew language. People just they don't like to be honest because they're trying to do what they can to tear the scripture down. Period. So they
Black
just
Sage,
make up stuff.
okay, so let me ask you, Black Sage. It says why scholars rely on Holly. It says,
Uh-huh.
Yo, you hear me?
oh, go
I
ahead.
can hear you now.
No, hold up, teacher. You hear me, teacher?
You talking about me?
Of course not. Teacher, do you hear me?
You silly, bro.
What's going on? You only know.
Hello?
You silly, bro.
Hello?
Teacher, how you doing? You don't hear me, man? Teacher don't hear me. Teacher don't hear me.
Let me read this real quick. So it says why scholars rely on Holland. Holland is preferred over older lexicons because it uses comparative.
Yo, you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, you hear me. All right, hey, I might need you to come over here on Apostle's show, and hopefully he'll let you talk. If he don't, you can break out. He's talking about the Paleo Hebrew exists, and I got Black Sage up here, and Sage is co-signing it.
That Paleo Hebrew, that there's a complete Bible and Paleo.
Yeah.
Oh, you called that moron? Bring him up here.
Teacher,
you
Talk about
know
somebody
that
that got some damn sense to say.
You know that's not what we said.
Teacher,
Bring that clown over here, bro.
Yeah, you know that.
Bring Ringling Brothers' ass over here, bro.
Why you got him on the phone? Tell him he got exposed for lying.
Right. Tell him come over here and get his head cracked.
Agree with him when he comes.
all right, so I'm saying,
You call that nigga a
on
teacher?
Apostle's show,
Man, please.
he's gonna let you talk.
You better hit that fifth before he come over here.
Over here co-signing that.
I want him to tell you right now that the Paleo Hebrew doesn't exist.
Well, tell him to show it.
Come on,
He just did.
Come on, that. Come on.
I can show it to you right now. Tell him to ask him to the. As a matter of fact, while y'all doing that, please have somebody pull up the ABCdery of the Paleo Hebrew, and he can see a primary on it. It's called ABCdery, the oldest attestation of the Paleo Hebrew written by Israelites. Pull it up. So he could see an actual primary source on it, not a drawing. The actual primary source we have for it. Pull it up, man.
And tell him
You know what? I'm out of here.
Talk too damn much.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, you better get up out of here.
I'm out of here.
Hey, let me. Can I finish real quick?
Go get his head cracked.
Side jumped in. Can I finish real quick? I'm gonna finish what I was showing, and then I'm gonna let y'all have the floor. I want to talk to you real quick for a little bit, Rakufu, but I'm gonna finish out real quick. So I want y'all to notice, dude jumped out of here when he couldn't pull up primaries and stuff. Bro got up out of here.
Facts.
It's the reason for that. Because he knows that these scholars are only giving you hypothesis that's not based on the actual cultural context in primary documents. That's why he got up out of here. That's why he kept talking about the Babylonian exile, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about, right? So I'm gonna share this audio with y'all real quick. This is from Dr. J. Michael Thigpen, PhD in Judaic, Hebraic, and Cognitive Studies. Listen to this as he speaks on the documentary hypothesis, okay?
And there's no external evidence. It's all internal. The way I read the style of the story, the way I read the duplications or repetition, it's the way I read it. And then I'm going to give you my theory. And that's why still today, it really is, it's the hypothesis.
Oh, shit. I know where it's at. God damn, what is that?
Evidence for it is.
Hey, yo, what's wrong?
No problem. That was me. I didn't know my mic was open.
You good, Apostle. I'm going to rewind it just so y'all can truly hear this. Because he's telling you that the documentary hypothesis is literally a hypothesis. This is how scholars are choosing to interpret the text, but they're not in respect to the cultural context in which it's written, right? Listen to this one more time. I'm going to rewind it from the beginning.
Yeah, there's no external evidence. It's all internal. The way I read the style of the story, the way I read the duplications or repetition, it's the way I read it. And then I'm going to give you my theory. And that's why still today, it really is, it's the hypothesis, because it cannot be proven, because there's no manuscript evidence for it. It is my telling of how I think it came together, but it is a telling that is absent external data. Yeah, there's no.
So that's why when I told him pull up the primary evidence, he kept running his mouth instead of pulling up the primary evidence.
Facts.
Right? Let me Apostle, my screen is sharing. If you can present my screen really quickly.
Okay, hold on. You know what I'm looking for? I just figured out where it's at. It's in my Sefer. I'm gonna have that for you in a minute. Is that it? Let me know if that's your.
Yeah, that's my screen. It's my screen.
Okay, go ahead.
Rakufu, bro.
Trying to find my Sefer.
I don't dislike you, but I dislike how you come at scholarship, right? I'm gonna explain something to you. You watched my debate with Asar, and you said I lied several times, right? What I have on the screen is from the debate. This is a scholar, and you also said I lied against King J. I seen you in the comments, bro. This is a scholar source. This is from academia.edu. I didn't make this up. Hold on, I didn't make this up. I didn't make this up. I'm not lying to y'all. Ill in Personal Names by Alfonso Archie. This is actually on academia.edu, bro. You can go and grab this yourself. I'm not lying. I'm not creating a story. I want you to pay attention. I want you to address this, right? And then after, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about David Rowe, but I want you to address this, right? So this is talking about El in Acadia, Ebla, and Amorite, all different cultures. The Amorites are Canaanites themselves. What they've been telling you this whole time is that all these people that have the word El, they get their pantheon from Ugarit. El is a supreme god, and he gives all these other deities their portions. That is incorrect. This is the Amorites. This is another group of Canaanites. Look at this, bro. This is on page 147. It says examination of Theophorus elements in the Amorite onomasticon, meaning that they're telling you the word Il is mentioned in the writings.
Correct.
Right? Shows that the element Il cannot represent the god El, even in that tradition. Above is talking about Akkad and Ebla. So he's giving you 3 different cultures where there is no god ever named El in that tradition. You called me a liar and you said Asar Mkab was right, bro. I need you to address this. And I'm going to read the ending and I'm going to let you address this. It says...
You put it in the mix right now because I don't remember that. So I'm not going to say I did. And if I did, I need to I don't know how I did. I need to research it and get back to you on it as of this point right now because I don't remember calling you a liar. Just like Black Sage don't remember saying that David Rowe, which you just brought his name up, had more archaeological digs than Israel Finkelstein. He didn't remember. We played it back and he said that out his mouth. And we found out that Israel Finkelstein not only had more digs, had higher degrees and authorized his digs as opposed to being on site next to somebody.
All right, I'm gonna address that after, but I'm gonna stick with this. Right, I respect that you said you don't remember that, so I'm not gonna hold that against you.
I know. I'll look it up. I will.
In this source right here, this is from the debate, and I will go and grab a timestamp from the debate again, if you want me to. It literally is telling you El isn't a deity from those cultures. So why don't we get to the Israelite culture? We are going to disrespect that tradition and then insert the Ugaritic pantheon into their tradition.
Assad, when you get done, I got that Genesis in Paleo Hebrew.
Khan. Okay, I'm gonna let you rock out with that. Can you answer that question for me, brother?
Not me. No, I wouldn't say if this holds to be what you're saying, that you can't use the word ill to mean El, and the Amorites, what is it? What is it?
Onomasticon, which is basically just like the writing, the potteries that survived and that they find in archaeology.
Yeah, if it don't hold, don't hold. You know, straight up.
Right, but I did this in a debate, and everybody said I lost, and this is exactly what I presented.
I would need to hear the other side of that, and I need you to bring this, because if this stands, then how can, 1 + 1 is 2, whoever said it.
All right, all right.
Go ahead, go ahead and take it down so I can show it.
All right, and then after you show that,
Then you can show again.
Okay, yeah, and
I just want to do this because I want them to say it. I want them to see it. So I ain't here no more, but Hebrew scriptures restored to the original Sinaitic alphabet. Right there, this is paleo. That's paleo.
You're not showing
that right there.
Apostle, your screen not sharing.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not sharing it. You know what I keep forgetting? When you were sitting on this end, you got to add it to stage after you share it.
Okay. I see it. The Hebrew scripture restored to the original Sinaitic alphabet.
Right.
But it's real small. Can you blow it up?
Yeah, I'm going to blow it up. Hold on. I'm going to blow it up, but I got to get up here. And where is it? Add it to the stage. Okay. It's added to the stage. Let me see here. I want to blow it up. I don't want to exit. How can I blow it up any more than this? How big is it?
Still the same?
Okay, I'm gonna scroll up and see if y'all can see it.
Yeah, we can see it. It's just small word you can read. Go ahead.
All right, I'm trying to progress it. I'm moving it up.
Yep, it's moving.
All right.
Table of contents.
Chapter 1.
Okay.
Genesis. You see it?
Yep, we see it. Very small. Very small.
Yeah, but you see it.
Yeah. Yep.
Chapter 1. So Sai said I didn't have it. I'm blowing it up.
There it is.
Chapter 1.
Yahweh, the first word, right?
No, this Bereshit.
Oh.
Bereshit.
Right.
Bara. Elohim. What et Hashemayim. Wyatt. Haaretz. 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 That's and Haaretz. I'll do all that later. I'm not worried about that right now. That's not what I'm worried about.
Meat and the potatoes.
Chapter 1. Mm-hmm. This is chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 3. Chapter 4.
Chapter 5.
So was I right?
Chapter 5.
Was I right?
He just killed Morpheus.
What was Morpheus and Sinai? I hope you're looking.
Hold up, Apostle. What was their questioning? What they saying?
Sinai said, I bet you can't put up the book of Genesis in Paleo Hebrew.
Well, let's keep going and see if it go all the way to, what is it, 40 chapters?
Oh, it's going all the way to 49.
And the question to you would be, is this, did people put stuff in there with the language? Like
no,
earlier?
This is all Paleo.
Okay. So nobody.
All Paleo.
From that time. Okay.
You don't see no English?
No, I'm saying, did somebody who could speak Paleo, where there was moth holes, did they write in Paleo right there, or is that a pure manuscript all the way?
This is pure. This is
okay.
Paleo Hebrew.
Okay.
Of the book of Genesis.
That's it. You see my question, the reason in Black Sage I was asking?
Yeah, I know why you're saying that, because the some of the fragments that they found with certain parts, certain words are missing. Yeah. When they translate, they'll put a blank space in there, or they'll put the ellipticals in there.
Or they'll put in there what they think belongs in it. That's what they did with
so
the Bible.
that's what Rakufu is asking.
That's all.
Yeah, that's what they did to the Bible.
When you see that, sometimes you'll see like the ... That means
right.
It's the broken. It's not there no more.
Right. Or you'll see the slant writing.
Yeah, I see that in the Metanetta a lot on the stellar.
Yeah, the italicized. They do
Right.
that.
They italicize it, letting you
That
know.
means they
this
added
portion
it so
was
we can
added.
understand it in
Or
English better.
English wording or something.
18,
Right.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, you body bagged and toe tag Morpheus.
23.
That's what Sonetta got his got that
24.
question from.
I told him they're in the process of doing it.
25.
25.
That's right there. That's more than half.
26, 27, 28.
29.
I can just come over here and just run the rampant on it.
Yeah, now you know, Apostle, the next question is going to be, no, show me the original one.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to ask you next.
See, so, I mean, it's here.
Yeah, it's there.
30. They might got more than Genesis in here. I don't know.
I put the link in the chat. They do got more than Genesis. I
Yeah.
use the link all the time.
I just forgot where I had it. I had it in my favorites.
Now chronologically,
I thought I had it in my downloads, but I had it in my favorites.
Apostle, chronologically speaking, in Black Sage, what time period was this book first manifest on paper and pen?
I don't know. I can't give you what this stuff. This is recent work, man.
Yeah, that probably was translated. I probably would say probably maybe about the 1900s.
No, translated. But I said, when was the actual script? Do we have a carbon date on it?
Oh yeah. I just put the actual script, the paleo script. I put that link in the back check too. It's called ABCdery.
Okay, and what year will we give it? Like,
man, probably 1500 BCE. I know I put one in there actually. Probably about 1000 BCE actually.
Yeah, Yara.
Yes, sir.
What chapter is that?
49.
49.
That's the whole book.
That's the whole book, man.
Genesis chapter 50.
Come on.
Yep, that's the whole book.
Exodus.
Man goes to Exodus.
All you need to do, roll down the Exodus, the last book, and then you at least got 2 full books.
You know, the thing is, I'm going to show you this. Because they saying this is what's in it. They're saying this is what's in it.
Yep, that's the one I have. That right there. That's like 700 and some pages.
Leviticus, Numbers.
What's missing?
That looks like the complete.
Yeah.
That's
the Old Testament to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Hebrew Bible.
Right here. What is that? Notaricon primary.
That's like primary.
Notaricon, meaning it's been notarized.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Statement of transliterated purpose. It's the Old Testament complete.
Yeah, that's the Hebrew Bible.
Now, with that right there, put a pin in that and ask this the question. Now, Holly, to you, say it said why scholars of primary sources rely on Holly or peer-reviewed scholars. Holly is preferred over older lexicons because it uses comparative Afro-Asiatic linguistics, corrects Christian era mistranslations, separates Hebrew meanings from Greek theology, is grounded in Near Eastern not European philology. Exactly why Holland matters. The Hebrew word ruah, church translates spirit. Holland shows breath, wind, life force.
Right.
Wow. And it's just curious. All the Hebrews for the 20, I never heard y'all bring up Holland.
So here's the thing, and I'm glad you brought that example out. So, because if you look up Ruach in the Browns Digger, or if you look it up in the what's that other one they pull up all the time, the Blue Letter, you're gonna see all of that. It's gonna tell you spirit. It's gonna show you breath. It's gonna show you all of that. And that's why I say they draw off of that.
Old Testament.
Okay.
The whole Old Testament completely. No, I'm not looking bad. You know who's looking bad? You are. You and Morpheus. are looking bad. You and Morpheus are looking very
y'all
bad.
cooked over here.
I want my audience to take note. This is the complete Old Testament written in Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah. So now, full disclosure, that probably was
who the man?
You the man, Apostle.
Who the
Tell
man?
him. You the man, Apostle.
Who the man? Who's the man? Who is the man?
Now,
like my man told Witch Calm in a thin line. Who's the man?
Wait a minute. What about what about the boy in Leroy? What did he tell Leroy? Hey, Yara, hold up, Yara. It got an X though. This is Storm Yard. It said, "What does not exist?" No, it says what actually exists and what does not. What does not exist? No full Bible, Torah, and plus prophets plus writings written entirely in Paleo Hebrew and preserved as a unified manuscript. So, what does that mean?
That means that the entire Hebrew Bible, they haven't found a full, complete manuscript written in Paleo Hebrew. And that's why I said that question was going to come up later.
No, didn't he?
No, what Apostle just showed us.
Manuscripts.
But they do have manuscripts.
Yeah, I mean, right there was the complete Old Testament.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're talking about manuscripts, and that's what I was talking about.
Hey, everybody calm down for a minute. Let me say this. Easy Bands. My brother. Easy Bands.
Yeah, what's going on, Apostle?
I owe you an apology.
No problem, man. It's water.
For the way I treated you. Not that I was wrong. But the way I treated you. I owe you an apology.
All right, word.
You and Maroon. I said it on my show the other day, and since you're here, I want to say it in person to you. I apologize.
Respects, brother. Really appreciate
Go ahead.
You ain't even have to do that. You know, I'm Christian, so I already forgave you. So, but I appreciate that, man. Respects.
I love that for the both of y'all, honestly.
Go ahead, Akak.
What's up? That's how it should be.
Yeah. Go ahead, Elder Yara.
No, you go ahead, Chisaka.
Yeah, the last thing I was going to say, bro, you know, even preserved in the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is dated from 300 BCE into the 1st century period, we have paleo, literally all paleo. Like we have an all paleo Isaiah.
Yes.
Like it still exists. It's around, bro. It's just not. They don't have the whole thing. Every book, every single chapter, all that in the Hebrew. It's not preserved. It's not preserved because of the culture that it comes from.
This chat, man, I tell you, some of this chat is crazy.
Yeah.
But it's not ancient. What the hell does paleo mean if it don't mean ancient?
Yeah.
Paleo is ancient, man. It's the sister language to the Phoenician, man.
Yeah.
And see, this is what they don't understand. Like the reason why it's called Paleo, because they found that alongside in the Proto-Sinaitic writings and script, there was a different dialect being used than that of what the Canaanites or the Phoenicians were using. They noticed that there was a different dialect. Words were being pronounced differently, and some of the meanings of even though if they had some of the same pictographs, the meanings were different.
Exactly. This is, oh my God, you just touched on a point. Bro, what they don't understand is they call it Canaanite. They call it the Canaanite language, bro. And really what you're referring to is the script. All the people use the same script. They all had different meanings to these words, and they pronounced the words differently. And this is what Douglas Petrovich talked about with the Proto-Sinaitic alphabet. When he tried to use other Canaanite linguists in words to translate the Proto-Sinaitic, it did not work. But it worked every single time with the Hebrew.
Facts. That's a fact.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to share this with y'all real quick. More so with Rock Khufu, bro, because I gotta get up out of here. I was supposed to Ben call my brother in the back. So Rock
Easy man, were you trying to share something?
Yeah, I was still. I just wanted to show.
Can he share this first? Because he been waiting.
If I can go first, that's cool. But if not, it's cool. I'm just sharing. I gotta go. That's all. And
So
you
where
got
is it at? Is it up?
Kassad is about to go. Go ahead, Kassad, because I don't want you to go before I ask this question, but go ahead.
Okay, so I noticed that over here we tend to be critics of David Rowe. So I'm going to give you his credentials, and I want you to understand what his credentials are saying. He is just as qualified to speak on archaeology, Egypt, and Israel just as much as any other scholar is. Right? Israel Finkelstein.
I will push back, but go ahead.
Israel Finkelstein, do he probably have more actual like led expeditions where he's the director? Yes, because he was the director in archaeology for the I think it's Tel Aviv University or whatever. So he led more than
Correct.
Rowe. That's not what Yara is talking about. Yara is talking about him actually being on, like actually going to the dig sites, and he's actually able to go over
Correct.
Israel Finkelstein's work in these different cultures. He's actually been to more dig sites than Israel Finkelstein.
He hasn't.
No, listen to me, because I want you to understand something. What is Israel Finkelstein degree in archaeology? What is his degree? It's Levantine archaeology, correct?
I'm not for sure. I'm not off the head type person, but okay.
I'm telling you, it's Levantine archaeology.
I note that. Levantine, okay.
David Rowe archaeology expands beyond Levantine archaeology. He has Egyptian archaeology, Minoan, Mycenaean. He has the entire ancient Near Eastern civilizations, bro.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm trying to tell you this, as in, no, bro. What we do is we quickly Google David Rowe and we see, oh, a lot of critics don't like his work. What we don't do is actually pull up the scholarship that's actually debunking his work. That's my problem. I don't care about you reading someone saying he's someone critiquing someone, because we have it in every scholar. Any scholar you name, I can pull someone and critique him. You want to go to Kenneth Kitchen? Even though Kenneth Kitchen is accepted by a lot of scholars, I can go to someone and critique him. You want to go to Brian Wood? I can show many critiques on Brian Wood. A lot of people call him a pseudo and everything because he redates the destruction of Jericho to the late Bronze Age. So you calling someone pseudo, it doesn't matter. You have to be able to pull up the scholarly source that debunks that claim. So I'm going to read this to you, right? I want you to understand something.
I'm listening.
Where's that?
It's this. David Rowe, 1987. He was accepted to a BA course.
Are you sharing it?
No, I'm reading. I'm reading something.
Okay.
He was accepted as a mature student for the BA course in Egyptology and Ancient History at the University of College London, right? So he got accepted. He was only one of the 3 students accepted out of 107 applications, right? He completed courses he's saying it in the first person. I'm just telling you. He completed courses in Egyptian language, meaning he can read the language without a dictionary. I showed audio footage of it. We give credit to Smash Rockwell and the Saram Khan and all that. They still need a dictionary to read the glyphs. He don't need a dictionary. Right.
Okay.
Egyptian language.
Put that on repeat.
Huh?
No, go ahead. My bad. Sorry. Go ahead.
Egyptian environmental studies, Egyptian archaeology, ancient history from 3000 to 15,000. I'm Salakia, from 3000 BCE to 1500 BCE. Ancient history from 1500 BCE to 300 BCE. He also has Levantine archaeology, which incorporates what Israel Finkelstein does, right? The history of ancient Greece, and theoretical archaeology, right? I'm not done. Hold on. So then after that, right, he also did postgrad seminars with Mycenaean and Minoan archaeology at the Institute of Archaeology, London, right? He then went on to complete my master's before continuing PhD research in the chronology of Egyptian third intermediate period. So when we come and we talk about David Rowe's chronology, I don't want to hear someone who does not study chronology critique David Rowe. His specialty, his post-grad work is in chronology.
Chronology, yep.
Right. Let's keep going.
Okay, I can go or no?
No, I'm almost done. Right. Hold on. And that was funded by the W.F. Mason History Research Scholarship. Hold on. Oh yeah, and then it says this. And also, while during the post-grad phase, he was also the assistant tutor for Emil Kurtz ancient history course at the UCL History Department. We cannot sit here and just say because someone wrote an article saying David Roll is a pseudo. We have to start to pull our scholarly articles debunking David Roll. That's where our conversation begins. It's not a question on if he's a scholar or a pseudo. He's definitely a scholar. He's damn near more scholarly than anybody someone else can name. He's a multidisciplinary academic.
Facts.
They just say pseudo when they don't like what he's saying. That's it.
Exactly.
But see, I proved the point yesterday that pseudo doesn't mean bad all the time. Pseudo can mean good too. So people that use it, they always use it in a negative context. So stop taking a word. That's like saying the N. You know, we blow stuff in our community. I know we've been in slavery or whatever happened, but we need to come about change and understanding this other stuff. We can't be just because you can't just call pseudo bad and then you find in the dictionary it says good. It's a good part too. Now you don't use that never. You only use it for bad.
But we know when they say David Rose is pseudo, they're insulting him.
Bad, being bad. Yeah,
they're insulting him. Right. So now you're correct. Israel Finkelstein probably has led more expeditions, but David Rowe has also led expeditions. He has led several epigraphic missions into Egypt's eastern desert to record pre-dynastic rock art. Right. Yeah. He's also joined Peter Parr's excavation team in Kadesh on the Orientalis Tel Nebi Mend, which is responsible for the late Bronze Age levels looking down on the field where the famous Battle of Kadesh was fought between the Ramesses, the Egyptians, and the Hittites. So when we talk about the Hittites and all that, in that time period, the late Bronze Age, you're talking about David Rowe's work. He's responsible for the expedition.
Yeah, thanks.
On top of that, I didn't even talk about his expeditions into Wadi Hammamat, which is another place in Egypt. We have to stop disrespecting that man.
Okay, well, I just said to it, has Rowe been on more dig sites than Finkelstein? Short answer, no. David Rowe has not been on more archaeological dig sites than Israel Finkelstein. In fact, the gap between them is very large. How do we deal with this word? Okay, Phil.
I would like to know what expeditions the Israel.
Let's see, because I'm getting it like you getting it. Field excavation experience, the key issue. Israel Finkelstein, professional archaeologist. Finkelstein has decades of continuous field work and leadership in the field work, decades of it. Director, co-director of major long-term excavation, including Tel Megiddo. You know about Tel Megiddo, Shiloh,
Megiddo, Shiloh. Go ahead.
Okay. Tel Hazar. Participating in many additional surveys and digs across Israel and the Levant, training students, publishing excavation reports, and set stratigraphic standards. David Rowe, not a field archaeologist, no record of directing any archaeological excavation, no long-term excavation appointments, occasional site visits for documentaries and excavation seasons, not listed in professional excavation reports as field staff or director. Rowe's work is desk-based chronology reconstruction, media presentations, historical argumentation. Why this matters? Archaeology depends on stratigraphy, context control, material sequencing, radiocarbon calibration. These can only be learned and validated through field excavation, not theory alone.
Right. So I don't know what exactly you're reading from, but first part, it says he hasn't led expeditions. We just read he has out of his own mouth. We read also he's joined expeditions that is led by other people where he actually participated in the excavations himself. So I don't know where that part of the information is coming from.
I want you to see this. I want you to, if it's coming in through there, you see it says Rowe. Can you put me on the screen, Apostle?
Yeah, but you gotta check where that source is coming from.
I will do that. I will do that for you. But it just says bottom line, plain truth, Finkelstein. I don't know if it can be seen. Bottom line, plain truth, Finkelstein, dozens of digs, seasons, multiple, dictatorship or directorship, Rowe, no documented excavation leadership. So he can say what he's answered. Rowe has not been on more dig sites than Finkelstein, not even close, is what he said. So
come on, y'all. Hold on for a second, y'all. I want to get Easy Band. Where's your article, man?
Oh yeah, so it's a few things that I wanted to share. I wanted to even touch on Morpheus because Morpheus.
And after the Easy Band, we want to hear from the Moray.
Good work.
So, yeah, Jeremiah.
Shalom, everybody. I do gotta go though. I do gotta.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Hassad.
And yeah, Assad did
Appreciate you. Shalom. Go ahead, Easy Man.
Yeah, Assad did his thing today, man. They like to, you know, when the real ones come up, man, they like to try to character assassinate, etc. But he did his thing. You feel me? So I have two things that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to speak about Morpheus. We had a discussion the other day, and basically he just lied in front of everybody, and Saad dropped a bomb for him and all that. So I timestamped that, you know. So I had that timestamp, and I wanted to play that and just get y'all opinion, because
I want to hear.
Because get y'all opinion. I was on here. Apostle and Elder Yara warned me. They're like, "Yo, this dude is a liar, etc." I was like, "Hey, man,
he's a good one, man. That dude's a good liar, a good one."
Yep. I was like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know him like y'all, but you know, I'll give him the benefit, and he proved me wrong. So, all right, cool. So let me just see if I can share that right quick. We'll start with that.
Peace and blessings, Elder Apostle. Peace and blessings, Elder Yara. You know what I'm saying?
Shalom, you all right?
Yeah, real quick, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get ready to head out. Now I was on like about 30 minutes, Apostle. I don't know what's up, but yeah, just give me a second, y'all.
Okay, he went on mute real quick. I wanted to ask a question. Go ahead. No, Easy Man.
So yeah,
okay, Easy Man, I got you.
Yeah, if you want to share that.
Yeah, it's coming up. You might want to make it bigger.
Oh yeah, shit. How do I do that? Let me just like full screen.
But I see the screen. There you go.
I can see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell me if y'all can hear this, or I need to turn it up.
Please look at my screen real quick.
Good.
What he says about your boy?
Y'all can hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it real good.
Yeah.
Bet. All right.
The statement I asked about your boy Hoffman, he argues there is no direct archaeological evidence.
Oh man, you are jogging, bro.
Where's the bomb? You're dead.
It says scholars, though. Easy Man didn't even say him.
So all right, y'all heard that, right?
Yeah, did you hear what I said, though, Benz?
Nah.
Listen what it say there. The statement you are referring to likely involves scholars who argue there is no archaeology. It doesn't say what scholars.
Exactly, right? But you heard what he said. How he?
Yeah, it was James Hoffman that said it.
Exactly. So now, what's even worse is what it actually says, right?
Okay.
So it goes on to say, however, in the second paragraph, right? It says, however, the person you may be thinking about is actually James K. Hoffmeyer.
Oh, so I get why not why I say okay.
And then it says a prominent evangelical archaeologist and Egyptologist who argues the opposite. He contends the lack of evidence is not proof of absence, and that the indirect evidence can support the authenticity of the Exodus tradition. So Todd dropped a bomb for that when it was actually agreeing with me.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Easy man in the building.
You know, like he was debunking me or something, man. So that's crazy. Yeah. So I got to tip my hat to him for the smoke and mirrors and stuff, but this is what you get dealing with these guys, man. So
no, he'll apologize to you, Easy. I bet you he will. He's a man of morals and principles.
No.
See that being true?
No.
Remember I said that. I think
he's not a man of moral. Anytime a guy would lie about having a degree.
Oh, well, now you know nothing about
No. No, I'm still waiting to see the degree from Moody College. He has a master in theology, he said. I'm waiting.
Rakufu, he had the opportunity, we were talking in the comment section. He dropped it. So after he's seen it, I posted in the comment section, right? I even timestamped it. And his response was to go in and try to make a straw man argument about something I never even said. Okay. His response was to go basically say that,
if he was smart, he'd go on one of these internet channels where you can make up a degree. It's taking long enough.
Yeah. So I did have a question, Apostle, for Apostle, for Easy Band and Brother Sapphire, and I don't know if Yara is still here. But if he is, this is my question. Out of all of you, because some of you are Hebrew, some of you are Christian, like Easy Man is a Christian. Both of you under the Abrahamic faith. Would any one of you to this day come forward and say Hebrews have an older writing system than Kemet? And two, would you say Hebrews writing system did not derive from Kemet? Who would say that?
I would say it didn't derive from Kemet.
Next, Easy Man, what would you say?
But I'm not going to say it's older than Kemet.
Okay. What would you say, Easy Man?
No, I'm not going to say it's older than Kemet, you know, even
would
through
you
our
say it derived from Kemet, or would you say it derived independently?
I wouldn't say it derived independently because, you know, it's coming from a culture where or an area where these alphabets were being developed, right? Okay. So I don't know if I'd say it developed independently completely, you know. And
all
the
right,
Bible.
I got you. It's Sapphire.
So when we say Hebrew, the script, I would say that the language is either older than the Kemetic language or whatever languages that we see coming to writing about 6,000 years ago. But as a spoken language, Hebrew, I would say either is contemporary or just way older. But the script, simply because we can use any script, cuneiform, we can use the glyphics. What we do have is the pictograph, okay? And in any language, even in this English language, we can transcribe the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's where I stand on that.
Okay. Well, according to not just general science says, short answer is no. There is no writing system of the Hebrew that is older than Kemet, ancient Egypt. That conclusion is solid across archaeology, epigraphy, and linguistics. The chronology reality clear and evidence-based. Kemet, ancient Kemet, hieroglyph writing appears 3200 to 3300 BCE. Fully developed writing system used for administration, religion, science, statecraft. This makes Kemet one of the earliest writing civilizations on Earth. Hebrew writing system. Hebrew does not appear first as an independent script. It develops in latter and derivative Proto-Sinaitic, 1900 to 1600 BCE, almost 1,000 years after Kemet had an alphabet. But you're saying, like, traditionally, like, you got click language in Africa that they talk. They probably was, you saying, talking Hebrew before they had written down the script.
So I'm saying exactly what the article was saying, basically, is that Hebrew as a spoken language
been around a long time.
Right. Is an ancient language. Simply because when we do comparative linguistic studies, we can see in Akkadian, we can see in Ugaritic, and even in especially the cuneiform, we go to the AWANA letters. Okay, so where, you know, people could say, oh, these are long words, is that a third? But the fact is that Hebrew is an Afro-Asiatic language. An Afro-Asiatic or a Afro-Asiatic, in a sense, because I have right here who actually coined the phrase, but in a sense, is that we're talking about a Mesopotamian people somehow, because Cush is a Hamite. So we have Mesopotamian Hamites, Mesopotamian Semites. Then it crosses over where you get Hebrew or Eber, where we go into the Levant, which is Northeast Africa. The Egyptian Valley is right there, like next to Gaza, Transjordan. That's the Egyptian Valley, which is Sinai. Then it goes into Kemet, and Kemet is a Hebrew word. Okay, but I still have to say is that it all shares. It has a cultural experience with one another.
I get that.
So, this
is where I push back. I say you're indeed right, but just like we, and not everybody accepts the term, are called African Americans, in ancient times they were called Afro-Asiatics, and you can look up the languages that make up the Afro-Asiatic language family, and the mass, they even tell you the majority base is Africa. The outside where they went and left, as man left out, they went to Asia. So where you're talking about in the Asia, it makes perfect common sense, but they say common sense ain't common no more because everybody got their own little things to throw in. We ain't found that things that they throwing in. They like cults. Reality though is we see that Africa is the father language and the Semi or Semitic language comes later. It's a pecking order. But the books tell us, because I got it right here, Japheth, first oldest, Genesis 5:32. Noah becomes a father at 500. Genesis 11:10, 7 and 6. Shem is born when Noah is about 502. Someone is born before Shem. That someone is Japheth. This is why Japheth is called the elder in some translations. Shem, second middle. Shem is not the firstborn, but theologically primary, listed first because covenant line Eber, Hebrews, Israel. Ham, last, youngest. Ham is never called eldest. Younger son, language. Genesis 9:24 is ambiguous, but fits Ham best if age is intended. Ham's line, Canaan, is narratively youngest and later judge. So birth order would be son. Why? 1, Japheth, born when Noah was 500. 2, Shem, born when Noah was 502. And 3, Ham, likely youngest, exactly age not stated. But this makes no sense in science because that would make Japheth, who went and peopled the people of Greece, Europe, Anatolia, all those up north European countries. Shem, who did the Middle East, and Africans would be the Hamites, the youngest. Archaeology, science, DNA composures, and biological phenotypic genealogy. Right here, genealogy shows us that's opposite. Africans
okay
older than theirs.
You keep saying that. Hold tight. You keep saying that, brother.
Okay.
But it's not that your order is wrong.
Okay.
All 3 of these brothers were the same.
Yes, sir. We get it. Yeah.
So hold on.
They wasn't triplets.
Hold on. All 3 of these brothers were the same.
Yep.
They're Semitic African.
Yep.
Salika, elder. I just want to say what's the credits.
Just say something right quick.
Can I just finish and then y'all can go with it?
But you said
y'all can go with it. There's Semitic people from Africa, like there's African people from Asia.
But it's never addressed Asiatic African. Never in the history of no scholar will they tell you that. They'll tell you it's a pecking order. It's Afro-Asiatic. It's not Asiatic African.
Well, that doesn't matter what order they put it. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is they were all black people.
Okay, no.
First off, let me just say this right quick to Rakufu's point, because the Bible doesn't ever say that Hebrew is the oldest language or that God used it in creation, right? The words that are used to describe what God said are Hebrew, okay? So there's no need for us to even go back and forth about, what's older than this or Kemet, etc. Now, the second point is what you guys are talking about right now in terms of what's your point right now?
Okay, so my point is
my point is this. Wait. My point is this.
I want to respond to this point right now.
Let him respond to you. Let him respond.
Yeah, hold on. You're talking about Ham, the pecking order, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Who came first? That's my response to that.
So
my response to that, I'll just give you right quick.
No, let me give you. No, you asked me what I'm not saying. I'm saying it an example. If me, you, and the brother on the bottom, Moray, is brothers, all 3 of us. You 2 years older than me. I'm the middle. I'm you 20. I'm 18, and he's 16.
Yeah.
No matter when they find our bounds a trillion years from now, it's a pecking order.
Yeah.
Somebody was born first, somebody was born second, and somebody was born third, and everything that came out their loins, those societies are in that pecking order.
So now my point is that
that's not necessarily true.
These 3 are
that's not necessarily true,
right?
Your brother's son is always your nephew.
So hold on, Rakufu. These 3 are brothers, right? They speak the same language.
Yeah.
They basically have the same Y haplogroup, right? So what happens is when they separate, they start, their progenitors or descendants, they start having intercourse with other, Nephilim, etc., these other beings that are present around that time. And that's why you start seeing these different genetic haplogroups entering into the human DNA. And that's how So basically, you got to look at it like that. So
you got to look at their wives too, though.
Yeah,
that's where the different haplogroups come in at.
Yep.
The mothers.
Yep. And if
you get that information, you got to go into the book of Jubilees, because Genesis doesn't talk about the wives of Noah's sons. It don't even talk about Noah's wife. But you go into the book of Jubilees,
Kemetic or the Sumerian language.
Right. You go into the book of Jubilees. And one thing the book of Jubilees say.
Talk about script. One is the line that the script, that when it comes to script, cuneiform, which is Sumerian, which is older.
No, it's
then
not older.
it's Kemetic. Yes, it is older. Yes, it is older.
Man, Sumerian is older than Egypt.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It is.
By 2,000 years.
What?
By 2,000 years.
Nowhere near that. You had Naphtaliah. Watch this. You got Naphtaliah in Nubia. You got the graves of the Nubians with Egyptian script on it, hundreds of years before anything.
Naphtaliah is in Turkey, man.
No, Naphtaliah is in Turkey. You heard that, Easy Man?
Yeah, Naphtaliah. No, he just probably misspoke.
He didn't misspoke.
No. Listen. But to be honest with you, Apostle holds a lot of knowledge, right? So sometimes you're gonna think something.
He misspoke right there, right, Easy Man?
What did I say?
Naphtaliah is in Egypt, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Say it again.
My point is, it's coming from a southern region. All the bones, even if you want to deal with what you just said, you have no bones. And
I was thinking of that other joint that they found in Turkey. That's 13,000 years old. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
That's 13,000 years old.
Yeah.
The fact is, there was a civilization living in Kemet before it was Kemet.
Right.
Yep.
Before the people Kemet.
Yep.
Okay.
Got there. There was already a civilization living there.
Yes. Nobody argues that.
Right? And they were not Canisians. They were not considered as Kemet.
They were considered.
No, the word Kemet didn't exist.
Okay, well, let's say this: the cattle people. You remember the black mummy in the deserts of Libya? They found that it's older than any mummy in Egypt.
Or something
and it's
like that.
and it's a black mummy, woolly-haired little boy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't worry about that because Abraham and all of them were black.
All right, no worries. But when you use the word, if you go in depth,
can I read something real quick?
Jam.
Go ahead.
Like you get Semitic, it means half and half. Afro-Asia, all that connect the pecking order.
Africa don't mean half and half.
Africa.
Let me read this real quick, Rakufu. Real quick, Elder. This is from Ancient Kemetic trial.
The Second River.
Come on, Rakufu.
So this is from Ancient Kemetic trial by Aviel Ben Levi, who is we know as Moray Zion Lex. He states here, he says, records say that Sumerian civilizations begin around 5,500 to 4,000 BC, while it dates Egyptian or Kemetic civilization to about 3,500 to 31 BC. The Sumerian proto-script, which is in pictorial in nature, emerges in 4,000 BCE and develops into what is known today as cuneiform script, while the hieroglyphs or Meduneter didn't arrive and emerge in Egypt until 31 BC.
And you're reading Zion Lex, a guy that come off the
street. But this is credible. This is credible. But listen, this is credible. It's credible. Hold on. Watch this.
What's wrong with Zion Lex, man?
Zion Lex ain't got half the scholarship to put that as a credible statement.
What are you talking about? He's a professor.
Do you want to know what your scholars in the community give him a critical on is that he didn't cite sources.
One mic.
He didn't cite sources.
School that Zion Lex is a professor at. Because I guarantee if you bring Jabari up, he'll disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Jabari degree ain't no better.
His
think about his school. His school where he went for his divinity.
No, I'm not talking about the divinity. We're talking about chronological history and African history.
Well, I'm just saying, John Lex went to the Hebrew school of Detroit.
I know. I'm not mad.
That's where he taught it.
But they've later proved. Okay, let me ask you this, Apostle. Like archaeology always changes as things get found.
Yeah.
Right? So they found in Nubia. I can pull it up on this. We can share the screen where they found. I forgot. I think his name is. They brought him up. I ain't gonna Gunther. I think it's Gunther. I can't say it. Gunther. That he found in Nubian graves, 3,500 BC, exactly 200 to 300 years older than Sumerian
But understand, Nubians are not traditionally Egyptians.
I'm not going to agree with that. Every first king from first kingdom to the 10th kingdom come from the south, all had Nubian mothers and fathers.
Yeah, but still they were considered a foreigner.
Now Tasseti was in Egypt, but Tasseti was already Nubian before Tasseti in Egypt was thought. It's the same place. So what you say about foreigner, I would give you some. I would say that's like saying that the Mennonites and the Hebrews, when what the name Jethro knew where God was, they still in the clique.
The Mennonites come from Hebrews. They are
there
Hebrews.
You go. There you go. The Egyptians come from Nubians.
The Mennonite came from Abraham's son.
I get that.
Yeah.
Midian.
That's where they come from.
That's right. And the Egyptians come from the Nubian. It came from the south. All of Egypt, the greatest of its civilizations is in the south.
They fought.
Huh?
Actually, they fought each other.
They had fought. I bet you you can show places with Canaanites and Hebrews fighting or Mennonites. They was cousins and brothers. Everybody fought. That ain't the point.
I mean, we wasn't cousins to the Canaanite.
I would agree.
The Canaanite was closer to y'all than it was to us.
Okay, I'll give you that. But I'm just saying, you have
what about the argument that I made? You never touched on that.
Go ahead.
What about the argument that I made? You never touched
what was it? Give it to me.
So basically what I was saying is these three brothers, they have the same DNA, same haplogroup. Okay. They have the same language. So what happens is that when they separate, some of them, etc., like Japheth, etc., they go out and start having intercourse with other creatures that are around, like the Nephilim, right? And that changes their genetic structure, and that changes their language, as well as other things, from the pure line that the Africans still have to this day.
We never found the Nephilim on planet Earth. That's a belief system. I'm talking about what we have scientifically.
Yeah,
we can
argue. We got Nephilims today.
You're talking about
no Nephilim found in no archaeological.
But you're talking about Ham.
We found giant skeletons, man.
So hold on. So hold on. You mentioned
Nephilim is not necessarily talking about stature. A Nephilim is talking about a tyrant. It's not talking about stature. How tall? We still got people today 10 feet, 9 feet, 8 feet, 7, 9, 7, 8 feet tall. So it's still giants today.
Yeah. And Europeans too.
And now we're talking about stature.
And okay, well, let's just deal with it from that point. Like your question, Easy Man.
And also,
so let's say they mixed up and they.
I think Manu Bo was like 7'8".
Yeah,
wasn't he?
exactly. And you got some Europeans tall too. But now, and Asians and everybody. So back to your point, Easy Man. When you said that, when you make that statement right there, it still breaks down to we got to go all the way down. Like when we doing math, we want to go down to the base compound. We go from if we got 10 times 10 equals 20. I mean 10. 10
you done with the script,
right? Then we bring 20 down. We coming back down all the way down to 1, right? We get all the way to 1. It's got the 3. We got to get to an order of what came first. Well, that's what all I'm saying. We would have the same DNA, but would you respect your older brother for being your older brother?
Can you straw man? So can you straw man?
I know, sir.
I think you're not getting what I'm saying, because if you didn't, you wouldn't say that.
Right, okay.
What I'm saying is that us three brothers, right? The three of us here, we have the same haplogroup, right?
Okay.
Same language. But what happens is when we go our separate ways, our descendants, some of them start having intercourse with Nephilim, et cetera, and they get away from the actual gene pool that they came from. Hold on.
That's not a different people.
Hold on. So all right, so hold on, Rakufu.
No, man, keep it real, man. They came across the family.
Hold on, Rakufu. Us three, right? Us three brothers, right?
Okay.
Say you go out to Europe or whatever, and you meet Nephilim over there, and you start having intercourse with Nephilim. Your children have intercourse with Nephilim. Your daughters marry Nephilim men, and You know, so your gene pool ends up getting mixed up with this other gene pool, and it changes eventually. Maybe 10 generations down, 20 generations down, it changes, right? Meanwhile, the ones on this side, me and the other brother, we kept our bloodline a little bit more pure. So our bloodline stays resembling the original bloodline that we came from. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally do. But now I'm dealing with age. You know how you take carbon dating and you can say this is between 15, this is between 14, this is between 10, stuff like that. Now we would know if we could get down to an exact science where that Japap was 20, Shem was 18.
You're still not getting it.
No, but you're not getting
because
the point that
they had the same DNA, brother. It doesn't matter what
it does in Hebrew. In Hebrew, it matters because the Hebrews teach you are what your father is. So no matter who they mix with.
No, that's actually a particular sect doctrine or ideology. That's a certain sect of Hebrews.
That mainly deals with inheritance than anything else.
Rakufu.
Well,
and when you start talking about going to war, when they had to count the men of each tribe, but that deals with inheritance, basically, because inheritance is done through the male. That's why all the tribes are males.
So it wouldn't matter what they mixed with it. The male was still in control, and in places that Easy Bands is talking about, they would be that person.
This is what I'm saying.
No, because a man can only have a daughter. Wait a minute. A man can have a daughter. A man can have a daughter. She can only trace to her father by blood. She can only trace to her uncles, brothers by blood and not saliva. So that means that. So listen, that means that your father, the woman's father, seed still.
Come on, Rakufu. I can't hear him, man. And this is interesting. I want to hear it.
This is how he gets off subject with that.
Okay, but that's all right. Let him get off subject. Hold on.
He said,
hold on. Come on, Rakufu.
At this point, I'm out. He said out his own mouth that the Nephilim wasn't no different type of beings. That just means unruly rulers. Now he's changing up and saying they were these DNA different type of humans that they like.
Hold on. You ain't talking about me.
Hold on.
You ain't talking about. You got me mixed up with somebody else.
He said that though.
Rakufu.
He said Nephilim. That's why I held my hand up so I could ask Easy Bands, what is a Nephilim today? Because
so hold on. Let me just say this, right? What I'm trying to show you, Rakufu, is an answer to your conundrum that you think is. What I'm trying to tell you is that look, the age, the order of age doesn't even matter because they still
matters. You're lying right there. I'm not listening.
Relax, bro. Listen. Please, just listen, man. Look, it doesn't matter because they have the same DNA. Look, if you are 2 years older than me, the other brother is 2 years younger than me, but we still have the same
but if
DNA.
I'm the people that peoples the whole earth, it matters because there's only 3 left. If you believe, I don't believe in the story, but you believe in it. So if you believe in it, you can't go outside of your belief and make up other stuff outside of the belief. The belief is that these three. Hold on. These brothers, people the planet Earth. If they people the planet Earth, there's a pecking order of each brother. So each brother is one is older, one is middle, and one is young. Everything came out the seeds of all 3 of them is in that pecking order. There's no other behind the scene, a million people over here. It's just those 3 after the vote. You can't make up stuff as we go.
Brother, listen.
Hold on.
You can be born. You can be born before me.
Yeah, man.
But that don't mean you're gonna have descendants before me.
Exactly.
I can be your brother and have children way before you.
That's true. But also, Rakufu, what you're not understanding, I keep trying to tell you, is that if me,
he's drawing a blank.
If me, you, and the other brother are brothers with the same dad, we had the same haplogroup, bro.
Okay.
We have the same DNA.
Okay.
Do you get that now?
No, you know why? Because when we do scientific
how
studies,
don't you get that?
I'm telling you how I don't get that. Because if that is the case, and we're the only 3 on Earth, and there's nobody else on Earth, even if that's the fact, and I agree with that, I still got to agree with one came out and was an animated being on Earth, one was in heaven somewhere, not born yet until 2 years later. So I got to know it's a pecking order that these breeds were bred on planet Earth. It came
but
from
you're going away from my point.
No, I'm not, because they wouldn't even call it elder.
Do they have the same? Do they have the same haplogroup or not, man? Do they got the same DNA or not?
But regardless of what exists on the earth, black existed first.
if you
And Jacob and Japheth was black.
Did they all have the same DNA?
Before a white man was created, Japheth was black.
There you
Rakufu, did they have the same DNA? All three
Did
of
they
them.
have the same? Everybody on Earth got the same DNA.
I mean, did they have the same?
Yes, they do.
Did
They got
have the
different
same Y?
branches according to where they go, and then they settle.
Did they have the same Y?
All humans are the same. Any human on Earth can have a baby with another.
Don't
human.
have the same DNA.
Like chromosome haplogroup, Rakufu.
My thing, I get that, Easy Man. You're not trying to go down to the common denominator. I'm coming to the common denominator. Have they ever found?
Not even trying to.
I got to ask you this: when they found
You're not asking me without answering my question.
No, you're in Europe. You're in Europe right now. You're in Europe right now. They got a black person in Europe named in Europe. The first black man ever to go into Europe, his name was Cheddar Man. Cheddar Man is a black man.
Did they have the same Y chromosome
Cheddar Man, and they
Did
take
they
the
have
DNA
the
from
same
the
Y
African.
chromosome haplogroup?
The African is still
Did they
older
have
than
the same
Cheddar
Y
Man.
chromosome
So when
haplogroup?
the African is
Did
older
they
than
have the
Cheddar
same
Man,
Y chromosome
how can
haplogroup?
you keep on bringing up?
Did they
Are they
have
the
the same
same
Y
DNA?
chromosome
Do they have
haplogroup?
the same DNA? Do
Did
they
they
sound
have
the
the
same?
Y?
They don't
Same
make no
Y
sense. You
chromosome
just saying the same thing over and over.
Did they have it?
I just told you they did.
So they had the same Y
That don't
chromosome
equalize
haplogroup,
who
right?
came in what pecking order.
So they had the same DNA, right?
Why are you asking it over? That's redundancy.
So what's my? So you get? So now you get
I
my
don't
point
get
that they
your
had.
fact. I
So
get
now
what
you
you're
get my
trying to.
point that they had the
No,
same
it's not
DNA,
making a
right?
point. It's pointless.
What?
It's like talking about cars and we're talking about the evolution of human. What are you talking about?
But so listen. I'm trying to show you. What I'm trying to show you is if they had the same DNA, right? If they had the same DNA.
Hold up, I gotta take care of some business.
Hold on, y'all. We got 8 minutes, and I'm gonna be shutting it down on time at 3. And at the 3rd hour, I'm tired of signing that to keep cutting my shows off. So I'm gonna be obedient. I'm gonna give I guess since you here, Easy Band, I'm gonna give you first, and you're Yahoo, you're next. Yara, if y'all then Rakufu, and then I don't know if he's still here or Yara is still here. But Yara will be last if he's still here. All right, so go ahead. The order I gave.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Do your closing.
All right. I appreciate you bringing me up, Apostle. And like I said before, everything's water under the bridge. You know, I apologize as well for my role and everything. So we can move on, God willing. Now, so all right. So let's talk about what Rakufu was talking about briefly. It basically doesn't have anything to do with anything, right? I think we just ran away from a topic where we basically proved that Paleo Hebrew existed. We have manuscripts of it, and these guys showed you guys I think it was a complete Bible, right? Just in Paleo Hebrew. So
yeah, it's a complete Old Testament Bible.
Yeah, so they got beat up on that point. I just showed that Morpheus is a blatant liar. You feel me? I pulled up the timestamp, and anybody can go on that video and check the timestamp. I think it's 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 56 seconds. So yeah, that's another one where I exposed that Morpheus uses smoke and mirrors, right? Sometimes he'll put a source on the screen and basically misquote it. Just
definitely. He'll misread it.
You know, and misquote it, and the people in the chat are just clapping and, you know, going along, getting along, whatever. But I'm just showing y'all what it really is, right? Some of your heroes are really not what they, you know, portray themselves to be. But all right, so let's go back to the other topic that we were talking about earlier. I wanted to say this because people were saying that the Israelites were basically just Canaanites. The actual archaeology, or the scholars, should I say, are coming up with different, you know, interpretations of how to look at that now. Because we found, for instance, the Egyptian inscriptions listing the Shasu of Yah, right? I know you guys are familiar with that one. So you find in Egypt inscriptions talking about a people called the Shasu of Yahweh, basically. Modern, all scholars basically understand that as a small form of Yahweh, the word. So it's basically showing everything archaeology is telling us right now is showing that the belief or the worship of Yahweh originated, or not, I might not even say originated, but it was first discovered south of Canaan. So for a lot of people that are going to the Canaanite, pantheon and this and that, the Yahweh, the worship of Yahweh himself is recorded through history as coming from the south. Even the Bible itself in Judges, Deuteronomy, Psalms basically point to, the south of Canaan being the origin of Yahweh, right? So let me read Judges 5, verse 4-5. It says, Yahweh, when you went out from Seir, when you marched from the field of Edom. So this poem places Yahweh's movement from Seir, Edom, areas south of Judah. Deuteronomy 33, verse 2. He said, Yahweh came from Sinai and rose up from Seir to them. He shone forth from Mount Paran. Here is Sinai, Seir, and Paran, all southern or desert locales and tradition. All right. So that's just some examples showing that the actual worship of Yahweh. One, because even in Reggie's presentation that he had the other day, he basically tried to act like there was no knowledge of this God Yahweh in ancient Egypt, or a people that worship this God Yahweh in ancient Egypt. And he was wrong, because we found inscriptions, like I said, that basically show that this worship was happening and there was a group of people that worship this God. So I'll land my plane with that. I appreciate you for bringing me up, and till the next one.
All right, man. Yahoo.
Salute.
Go ahead, man.
Shalom, Mubarak, man. Peace and blessings. Apostle, Easy Bands, Rakufu, Side Net of the House of Consciousness, everybody in the chat. There's Sapphire, Moray, Yerman, Yahoo. And y'all be on the lookout for Sapphire TV. Also, be looking for me too. I'm gonna step it up. I was hoping Elder was still here. You know what I'm saying? New Torah movement. I'm out of Cleveland, Ohio, man. I got some brothers, man. We're gonna organize, and we're gonna put the platform up, man. And we're gonna do some big things with that. Just real quick, I wanted to touch on what Rakufu, we talking about the Afro-Asiatic. Now watch this. This is coming out of Philology and Morphology. This is a revised version of Joseph Blue, which his works is from like the 1930s or whatever, but this is for us to read in English. So now, Afro-Asiatic. In recent times, the affinity between the Semitic languages and other groups of languages have been emphasized. These are Egyptian, Berber, and some other African family languages, Chadic or Cushitic. The once usual name, Hamito Semitic languages. Okay, so it's known as Hamitu Semitic languages. For this larger group is now less common because it allegedly wrongly suggests that the Semitic languages stand in opposition to the other groups, which together constitute a supposed Hamitic group. Rather, each family has to be regarded as a separate entity within the larger family, and indeed, each epithets scattered yet surprising similarities with the Semitic languages. The name used today is Afro-Asiatic languages or Afro-Asian. The actual comparative analysis of these languages has to overcome tremendous obstacles. The Semitic languages and Egyptian are now from ancient times. The other groups, however, are only known for recent times, with some exceptions in Berber group. Now I'm gonna stop right there. That's a little excerpt from out of this biblical language book. It's called Phonology and Morphology, okay, Biblical Hebrew. So that's just to let everybody know that, okay, when we talk about writing, I already showed earlier that we have the cuneiform and hieroglyphs, at least 2,000 years apart, but it's still contemporary. And so we can Hebrew can utilize any script. How do we know? Because we have comparative linguistics studies that has been done with Arabic, Aramaic, Akkadian, Ugaritic, the Meta-Neter or Egyptian, and Sumerian. So, and and then later on you have Ge'ez and then late Hebrew, but whatever it may be, it still shares in some form of same speaking patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And so script wise, you know what I'm saying, you can give it to whoever. We already know that the Israelites, it's the babies of ancient times. So we the last in the ancient days. You know what I'm saying? King David is 1000 BCE. Then when we get from there, now look today. So you can have the script, but to say that Hebrew as a spoken language wasn't around, that's egregious. And with that, I land my.
All right, Rakofu, it's on you, man.
Okay, I just want to say hotep to the family, peace. I just finished looking up the cuneiform in a way. The man just described it as being 2,000 years older than the Metu-Neter, where cuneiform is not even 1,000 years or more older than the Meta-Neter. I asked, is cuneiform is not older 1,000 years or more than the Meta-Neter? It says you are totally correct. Show it right here. Cuneiform is not 1,000 years or more older than Meta-Neter Egyptian hieroglyph writing. That claim is outdated and not supported by modern archaeology. So he may have been reading some outdated stuff, but that's on, that's what it is. But to the people, go do your research and listen to what he said, listen to what I said, and make your choices on it. That's how you do it. That's how we study. I'm not dictating to you, and hopefully the brother ain't trying to be a dictator neither. Peace to the family.
All right. I'll say,
peace and
I
blessings.
thank each and every one of y'all, AWANA, as far as coming out, spending this time with us all together. So I appreciate you. I love all of y'all, man. Stay in the truth. Be good to Wad, right? And be peaceful, man, with one another. Remember, it's so much easier to get along with brethren than to spend all the time arguing with brethren.
That's it.
So, hey, I'm the main one. I love to argue. But today I'm learning how to seek peace with my brethren.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Same boat.
Salam, man. Shalom. Love everybody. We thank you. We're going to go out with, let me see what I got here on deck. Let me try this. I don't want to do this one here. Okay. Let me go here and gotta be careful. Got to be careful.
Eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. Amen. We are the church, that church that was in the wilderness. before the angel of Yah. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Who is she that looketh forth as the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and terrible as an army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts to see the fruits of the valley, and to see whether the vine flourished and the pomegranates budded. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold a cry. Return, return, O Shulamite, return, return, that we may look upon thee. What will he see in the Shulamite? As it were the company of 2 armies. His bride was prepared before him in glory. The people that stood with him was his church, the body of the Mashiyach. They are Christ, his people, Israel. Our villages were pillaged, our women ravaged, our children were sold for wine. It was he that would come for us. Nation was against nation, kingdom against kingdom. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ai, ba, da, za, ka, ra, sha, ta.
Once again, I'd like to thank you, AWANA, for spending time with us. I think we had a good time today. I know I did. Appreciate each and every one of you. To my chat, I thank you. Remember to like the video, subscribe, and share it. Also, I ask that you visit the Cash App of Sonetta and put some respect on that. Okay? So visit Brother Sonetta's Cash App. Share or return unto him that which he shared with us. So he's willing to allow this to take place. He could put restrictions on me. He's not really. So show you your appreciation for allowing us to talk about the Bible, politics, Kemet, whatever you want to talk about. Just chew the fat together. I thank you. Shalom. Peace to you. Peace going in. Peace going out. Amen. 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 Amen.